Free of charge? Free of charge. So a personal item carry-on and a check-in I think starts at $30.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
107.
smells good.
Now I'm nervous for some reason.
Why?
Johnny, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being loud when I was running.
So you talking to me the whole time?
I did.
I do that all the
You don't
time.
want to stay down there till Sunday?
What else? Oh, Pinot. Oh, I was about to say.
You like some?
Not
Yes,
necessarily,
please.
but
Have
I
an
know
extra day to just like.
Because I
to see
guess
my
they
family.
left,
I
right?
want to spend time with my niece, and my sister will not return my freaking calls.
Anybody else?
Vibrate,
Want any of
airplane
this?
mode.
Right.
Vibrate.
Thanks for reminding me.
Or do I
Airplane
drink
mode.
this?
Let me get one of those cups and I'm gonna get some white wine in that.
Sure.
Oh,
Mix
okay.
it up.
You feel me? You feel me? You gotta balance it out.
You're on vacation.
Look at you.
It's good.
Are you gonna do this in one take, Lainey? Like the intro? Because I told Mike to give you like.
Episode 107. And it's Lainey for that ass biatch. I don't know how I'm
The
doing
thing
it.
is sticking out
it's
your
one ways.
pockets. Sticking out the pockets.
It's like I never sat next to you on the pod, so it's about to be really fun.
Yeah, man.
Don't do nothing crazy, bro.
Oh my
Like
God.
what?
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing problematic. Nobody say anything problematic.
Define problematic.
You got
Well, you haven't met
opportunities on the
her.
way.
You haven't met her.
It's like, nah, say what curse.
Watch the cups now.
Yeah, everybody wants to. Oh, shit.
Who wants to make it best? Gonna drop the cup first.
Okay.
Mic check, mic check.
Pull up these notes. These notes.
I
Alright,
thought you
guys.
said these nuts.
Check.
Wow.
That's what I thought he said.
Whoa.
Cocoa.
All right, guys, we're gonna go around
Head
the
in the
mic
gutter.
checks real quick. I'll say the color of your mic. Just say mic check or something with 2 syllables. A couple things you want to know. You want to get as you want to pull the mic as close as you can to you.
Get up on the mic.
You want to try to angle the mic so that you're talking right into the center. So lift up the mic if you can, and just try talking right into the center.
All right.
All right, cool. Let's go around and do mic checks. I'll say the color of wires. Say mic check or something with 2 syllables. Red,
Mic check, mic check.
orange,
Mic check.
yellow,
Mic check, check.
blue.
We got 2 blues.
Yeah, there's 2 blues.
Jeff, you're purple.
Oh shit, I'm colorblind.
No, you're not. That's definitely blue.
That's
It,
royal
looks,
blue.
it really looks
It's
blue. I
royal
know.
blue.
We'll call. I know it's real confused. We ran out of colors. But yeah, we call it purple here. I know it's really hard to tell. It's like the darker blue. Jeff, you're the darker blue.
Yes.
Light blue.
Hey, what's up?
Green.
Wagwan.
You had to.
Yes.
And dark blue.
Mic check, mic check.
All right, you guys all sound great.
As
So-
expected.
We'll do 10 seconds of silence. We will do the practice round where Lainey will do the intro, and then we will do 10 more seconds, and we'll go for the normal show.
I gotta get a practice round.
Do you want practice?
Let's just go. Let's see what happens.
Honestly,
But if it's perfect the first time, like just keep going.
Lainey, you've been doing this a million times. Like you've talked on the podcast so
I
many
mean,
times.
at this point, the
need
people
to-
know I stutter. So the fuck.
You don't need to worry about it.
can't wait for
You've
the
had
stuff.
more
It made me
experience
do
on a
the same
podcast
thing.
than most people.
Jeff wants me to feel
Alex.
so bad. Like, who's my
Right.
hater in the midst? Right here, Jeff.
Feel that heat over there.
All right, you guys ready? We'll do 10 seconds.
Check, check, check. If you hear the sound of my voice, you are now tuned into Introverted Intuition. This is episode 107. And it's your girl Lainey here. Like, hi, everybody. Aren't you surprised to hear my voice first? There you
Switching
go,
it
Jeff.
up for
There
y'all.
you go.
Switching it
Switching it up. So today's episode is powered by me and Coco.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Hello.
And And, you know, of course, everybody else is here. Introduce yourselves.
I know you guys missed my voice in the beginning. It'll be back next week. It is me, Jeff, a.k.a. the Petty Podcaster, a.k.a. the Ambitious Introverts.
Can't let nobody be great.
I have 2 more AKAs I want to introduce tonight, but I was going to do it. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to wait. Because I feel like I got to be first. I got to like just lean into it. I can't just like go off of somebody else's intro. But they'll come next week.
What's up, CR?
What up, though? It's everybody. It's your boy CR, aka Conscious Rap. Jump out the frame. What's good?
And today we have the lovely Shay Mills returning back for some
Hi, guys.
straight talk.
Is this our first return guest, I think?
I think
so.
it is.
Hoo-hoo, that's good.
And I missed you the first time. So now I
You get to
the vibes.
experience. Yes.
No, we had
Vibes.
Cross. Cross came back twice, but I guess he's
You
not.
can
He's
just
a
let me have
regular.
that.
He
You can let
doesn't
me have
count.
that.
Oh, Shay, yeah, damn. Shay's the first female woman,
She's
the first light skin.
Yo, he can't let nobody be great. He really can't let nobody be great.
What am I doing? This is not my show today.
Petty
I'm not in
podcast.
charge.
It's always his show.
Strikes
Anyway,
you
what's
down.
up, everybody? And we also have Shay's friend. Introduce yourself, please.
Here, this is Jaleesa, also known as the Lioness. What it do?
Ew.
Welcome, welcome.
Did you have any expectations coming on the podcast tonight?
Laughs. Open my mind up.
No, I mean like in terms of like, did you think you were going to be in front of the mic tonight?
Absolutely not. But you know, you got
Just go with the flow. That's
you
what you
just
gotta
gotta flow
do.
with
Yeah.
things.
There
You
is
feel
no
me?
rhyme or reason when it comes to me.
It just happens.
Right.
So welcome, Shay. How have you been?
Tired.
Tired.
Really flipping tired.
Working hard.
That's subjective.
Summer winding down in New York. All the parties are just about done. All the good rooftops and backyard parties. Do y'all
Barbecues.
barbecues, yeah. It hasn't been the same though for a few years.
I was
Yeah.
inside.
I haven't been to a barbecue all summer.
Oh, okay.
What?
What?
I haven't been to a barbecue all summer.
Have you had any barbecue food? At least?
No, actually,
Yo.
no.
I think I'm with Jeff.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Inside been the
Wow.
wave though.
Staying
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
It's always the wave.
Like-
How you don't spend money.
That's true.
To leave the house,
That's
I gotta
true.
spend money.
That's
So
true.
unless you're paying me to leave my house, I'm just gonna be me and
But
Netflix.
you
And as
gonna make
introverts,
sense.
we definitely need a good ass reason to
Hold
leave
up.
the house.
Yes.
The comfort, coziness of our, little world.
But
so.
for me, like if I'm in the house all day, I'm not gonna want to cook, so I'm gonna order something. So that's where the money's
That
spent.
is lazy.
I
That's
started-
super lazy. You've been
I'm,
home all
I'm
day?
definitely on that
Yeah,
vibe.
bro.
Home all
I'm
day,
definitely
I'm
on that vibe,
cooking.
yeah.
I've
Yeah.
actually
like
broken
to.
myself out of that. I bought me a little granny cart. Her name is Dolores, and because of her, I now I try and grocery shop like every other week to keep me
Okay.
from like eating out like that. So
That's the key, is just having it on deck. And that'll help, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because my biggest thing was lugging the groceries from downtown Brooklyn all the way to Broadway Junction to then go up those long stairway to fucking heaven is what it is.
Yo, if y'all
can't
seen that
imagine.
cart, that joint looked like a transformer.
Listen, she
like,
transformed. No, she legit
That shit's
transformed.
strong as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that actually brings up something that Jeff had mentioned this week, as far as, just how we're eating and, how it affects your mental health, how much sleep you're getting. I know Jeff also, he factored in meditation. I remember he mentioned in our group chat that those are some things that would help, help him stay like on a, an
Even keel?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always in my head.
Staying
Balance.
consistently eating food is really hard because I feel
Consistently,
like
yeah.
I feel like it gets kind of like, for me, like trainers have prescribed me certain meals that's kind of like the same thing each week, and it gets kind of boring after a while. You can't even put certain
Yeah.
seasonings on it. You gotta have it dry at some point. It's like,
that's
and it's like to have like a healthy lifestyle. It's just hard for me to stick to.
And it's important though, as far as maintaining your mental health, because those things factor into how you're feeling in a given day. But as far as what we wanted to talk about today, we wanted to get into a little bit as far as mental health and relationships from a female perspective.
Yes. I feel like the last time we touched the subject, it was a male-dominated room. I just
It
had
usually is.
I had
It
lots
usually
and lots of
is.
attitude too, and I think me and Jeff had a whole war that episode. We was doing shots at each other,
Bang, bang.
grenades, and
Wow.
Can I
it's like
chime in?
It's all in fun and in love and in
It's all
jest.
fun and
so-
love, but bang.
People really enjoy that part of the show when we clash. I don't know why. There was actually a review that literally said that verbatim. They enjoy when we clash.
Let's keep it
People
up
like
then.
confrontation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people like
it's not
drama.
wrong.
That's all it
People
is.
like-
Yeah. And
Love
at
and
the end of the
hip-hop.
day, like when we leave here, like it's always love. Like we're outside
Yeah.
smoking a blunt, laughing about everything, chilling. Like I guess
always
maybe
love.
I would say this. I guess because what he said. He said, "Hold up, nigga, what? Like,
What
I'm
he
gonna come
said?
across the table. What the fuck?"
See?
I don't feel like saying I was about to say his little, never mind. Anyway, I was about to compliment his little ass, but never mind.
And
Take it
we're
back.
back.
Take it
We're
all the
back.
way
Now
back.
we're
Keep going,
back,
host.
you
Keep it
know?
going. You got it.
So yes, back to the the part 2 edition of relationships and mental health. Shay's here to like talk about some things, and especially with Shay, because you know Shay is a very beautiful woman. She has a very high sex appeal to herself, and I hate when I tell her this because I feel like she blushes or people may take it the wrong way.
She's blushing now.
I'm literally like, I can't even run from those descriptions. Like it just is what it is.
It just is what it is. So do you embrace that part of yourself?
I have been known to use it as a weapon once or twice, like when I want to get my way.
I'm
sorry.
That was a whole different right
Wait,
there, but okay.
no,
We're
like-
gonna keep it moving.
No, I'm listening. That's dope.
And it's funny you said that because we would that is something a part of the show tonight, like using your. I hate to say that player club line, but using what you got to get what you want on some levels.
Yeah.
And this world is really dominated by sex sells kind of stuff. Like sex kind of rules like in everything in history. Like men has been having a whose dick is bigger fight since the beginning of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when you factor in women, it's always been on some level like even the best wars it started because of a woman's beauty.
Helena
I
Troy.
agree.
Yeah. So with that being said, do you feel like that's a negative, a pro, a con in the industry that you are in to use your sex as a sense to get what you want?
It's both, depending on the day and the person, because there's been a lot of like connections that I've made with men who are in like better positions than me, where they gave me a shot, they gave me a chance, not because I happen to be talented, but because I'm attractive. And then it's like, oh shit, she's actually like fire behind the lens. Like it's.
Do you find more often than not that that's the situation?
Yeah, absolutely. Where they try and use like my career, like my craft as a way to kind of like, like, oh yeah, I saw that you're a photographer. That's dope. So where are you from? I don't want to have that conversation with you, but if you would like to pay me to shoot some shit for you, why yes, we can absolutely have a conversation.
So how like frustrating is that you always like that you may find yourself always gearing the conversation to like, hey, I'm here to do a job, not for you just to like try to get down with me.
It happens so often that I can't say that I don't notice it, but it's not as.
I'm like, was that me? I don't know.
I was about to let that fly.
Malfunction.
Got a little sound effect going there for you.
These mics are too clear. That was crazy. What was that?
We're a little hungry.
They pick up
Maybe. I
everything.
don't know. I think
that
it was
was my
mine.
throat.
I don't know.
Whose throat was that?
Somebody's hungry.
No idea.
Can't
Okay.
even think too loud. Of these
Sorry
mics.
about that, people.
But I've gotten to the point where like without even thinking, I know how to Euro step around those situations. So I'm very
Eurostep.
yes.
Finesse.
My walk-off game
the
is
finesse.
unmatched
That's
when it
good.
comes to those
Just
types of
clear my mind. Are
situations.
you from New York again or?
No, I'm from Florida.
Oh.
What part of Florida?
Kissimmee.
Oh, that's the first place I went to the first time I went to Florida.
Oh,
You went
most
to Disney
people
World?
do, yeah.
I didn't. But the only reason I did is
You went all the way to Kissimmee and did not go to Disney World.
nigga, I ain't had the money for that.
I hear you. I understand. It's not wrong. I understand. It's not wrong.
Wait.
I went out there. It was a timeshare. We had a pool. I was happy with that.
yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Wait, is
That's big out there,
Is
yeah.
Epcot and Disney World the same? Because I went to Epcot.
Yes.
Epcot is within Disney World.
Disney
Oh.
is 5 different parks.
Oh shit. Okay, that's where I went. I
They
went to Epcot,
rule
and that was
Orlando.
trash.
Like,
yeah.
they run that shit.
Florida's
Yeah.
trash as a whole.
Yes.
Right?
Ay, Dios.
Florida is a
let's-
whole
that's a
nother
very-
country
simmer down.
in its own.
It's-
Ma'am,
Well,
whose side are you on?
My
love
Uncle
the
Charlotte say the
cities.
craziest people come from the Bronx and from Florida.
I believe
Oh
that.
wait, what?
Uncle
Craziest
Charlotte,
people.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne the guy. He said
They
the
come from
craziest people
Bronx
come
and
from the
Florida?
Bronx and Florida.
The what?
Yeah.
I can see
That's
that.
what
Bronx
he said.
and
They do.
Florida.
I don't know. I
We
just-
had a good headline.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A. We got shade. That was a bar.
Stir it up.
Y'all need to chill.
It's not my show.
And Charlemagne, where's Charlemagne from? Like the Bronx?
South
or-
Carolina.
He's from
South
North
Carolina.
Carolina. Yeah,
South
North-
Carolina.
Side,
One of the
north.
Carolinas.
There you
From
go.
down
Some
there
dirt
somewhere,
road, like yeah.
He from Monk's Corner.
That's kind of whack that he said that though. Like the Bronx.
He says that.
Florida.
And like,
Oh.
literally
I
gets
understand
quoted at me
Florida.
all the time because of him. All the
real?
time. Yeah. Where are you from? Florida. Like, yee. Like, all right, what you got to say?
I just don't like the Florida weather. Like it goes from hot to like raining every 5
You
seconds.
live in New York.
No, but it's not. It's,
It's
like
different.
It's different. It's a different planet.
It's not.
It's a
different
whole
world.
different country, son. Like
It's
you
really
can't
not.
make
What makes you
it-
say that? What makes you say that?
Listen,
Yes, let's
a
hear
whole
it.
different country.
Yo, more time, I'm a nomad, so I'll be everywhere. I went to Florida, and and I'm over here like it's 10 a.m., 12 p.m. come, it's raining. All right, cool. I'm like, I'm gonna go outside around 3. Rains again. It's like, come on now. I'm trying to go to the beach.
But the rain never lasts more than like 15 minutes
a la
back
playa.
home.
If I was trying to have a photo shoot, I couldn't even do the photo shoot because
Yes, you
it's gonna
could.
rain.
It takes all of
gonna
5
rain.
minutes. If you look at, first of all, true Floridians, we can look at the clouds and tell you how long it's gonna like rain.
Floridians.
I'm not a true Floridian.
I'm just saying, like, all you literally have to do is like, I'll look up like, we got us move like 15 minutes before it rains. It probably lasts 10 minutes, and then you keep it pushing.
I still can't get jiggy with Florida. Yeah, people is crazy. Like the air is different down there. The
Never.
air is different.
Never going back.
But you
Damn,
cool though.
that
You cool
bad?
though.
Never
You
going
cool.
back.
What's your reason for never going back?
Yeah, what's up, Jeff?
Come on.
What?
It's not on me right now. It's not my
I know.
energy.
I want to know.
I said it. I said I don't like the weather. I don't like the weather
Okay.
changes.
That's
the
it.
dry
That's
heat.
it?
Yeah, it sounds like something else.
I thought he was going to
Come on.
say the whole Trayvon thing because, that's what I know a lot of people
That's
haven't
a
been here.
better
like,
reason
that's
than
why
the
I
damn
was
weather.
All right, come on. I didn't know we was
Florida.
gonna get deep. I thought we
But
was.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
my God.
there's a reason to hate Florida. There's so many reasons
Yeah.
besides
People
the
drive
weather.
crazy down there too.
They
so.
do.
It's
I had a
all
run out there.
tourists. That's not even us.
Yeah.
Bro, red
She is,
lights
like,
don't
upset.
exist.
I am. Wait, what you say?
They're a myth.
They don't, yeah.
I can count on my fingers how many times I almost died in Florida because somebody ran the red light. Not.
Facts.
I feel like the more south you go, though, the driver isn't that good. I was in the DMV area, and I swear every time I went to DC, somebody almost got in an accident. Like, every time, bro.
I don't get it.
Like, it's just
Yeah.
crazy.
And Florida's about to be underwater soon anyway. So it's like, what's the point of even thinking about it or worrying about it? Like,
You up here though?
Are you done? Because New York ain't safe either. Have you
Yeah.
seen the
Manhattan
forecast?
is an island, so.
I'm just saying, Florida will be first.
Will it though? Because
It
we're
might.
technically closer to the glaciers. Keep it pushing.
Look, I saw how Florida's gonna be. Did you see Aquaman? You saw Atlantis? That's
Oh,
how Florida's
my
about to be.
God.
That's really how it's about to be.
That's where he's getting his facts,
Yeah,
people.
don't.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna pull up the
Climate
video
change.
for him later because literally the Statue of Liberty is underwater.
But okay, we'll get to that.
I mean, if not in the center, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
We're all screwed.
Essentially,
Amen. We all screwed.
Okay.
I'm not trying to live to that like point.
Ooh, my bad.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna ride
Nah,
it out.
he can
I'ma
come
see what
collect me
go down.
early.
Nah,
Like, I can come.
I'm not ready. To
I'm
check
ready
out.
already.
I'm nosy. I'm gonna ride it out. Like, ooh.
I'm not a survivor.
Oh, you stupid.
I want to see if Revelations is telling the truth.
I am not a
need to
survivor.
know.
He can come pick me up early. I don't need to live through all that.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you about it later. Wherever you at.
That's fine. I mean, I'll probably be like down south, the other down south.
Oh, my God.
I got a condo down there.
Oh, my goodness.
What's
I'll
that,
fly out.
hell?
I'll fly out.
In hell, yes.
Hell. Oh. Hell is by the sea.
Oh, my God. They a different breed.
Floridians, right? The Floridians.
Floridians.
The fact that you identify as that and like proudly and said it mad proud, that's a little crazy to me.
Why wouldn't I rep my
But what do you
state?
I
identify
love that
as?
there's pride.
Come on, it's not about me. We're focusing on Shay. Floridians, like I never even heard that prior to
He
today.
keeps
Like
going.
That's a word. That's really.
It's
I heard of
that's
Florida.
legit.
I heard of
Yes,
Florida
Floridians.
man. Florida
No.
man.
You talking
I
about the
heard of
goddamn
Floridians.
headlines?
Yeah,
Word.
that's.
He's
all-
like, yeah.
That's all I see.
No, like legit. Someone from Florida is called a Floridian.
Got it.
Facts. Like
That's
it's
a
not
fact.
me making anything up. It's legit what we call ourselves.
Okay. Sound like a separate race, but okay.
It's the truth.
Where'd y'all find him?
Floridians. Floridians isn't Floridians, New Yorkers. What do they call y'all?
What, Jersey people?
Yeah.
New Jerseyans.
Jersey.
Nah, I don't
Jersey
know what the fuck
boys.
Yeah, Jersey,
Jersey boys, yeah.
I
Shore
guess so.
people, swamp things.
Swamp
things.
thing.
And by the way, we got listeners in Florida. Shout out to y'all. After
Uh-huh,
everything
yeah.
I
Oh my God.
everything I said,
That's how you save it?
Nope, too late.
said, shout out to y'all.
They
They
already
just
cut-
wrote
they
your
already cut
ass
the episode
off.
off.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
They already
Just
out.
like the fuck? No loyalty, Jeff. We love everybody in every state, all over the world.
Word.
No,
Yeah.
You say so. You the host. You say so.
I'm not the. Oh my God. Fucking anyway, this
power
petty
struggle
ass
is
guy,
real,
for real.
people.
Like if you.
All right, let me drink more wine. and shit. You want some?
Yeah, man.
I got you.
love everybody but people from Virginia.
From Virginia, why
Now
Virginia?
we bring
Right
Virginia
now, what's
into
going on?
this.
The
We're
way they
losing all the
drive.
listeners.
This
I
whole
hate
shit
it.
going left
I'm
now.
throwing shade. I don't care. I almost died.
What's
Is
from
this a
Virginia?
confessional
Almost
now?
died. Almost died.
What happened?
I'm saying though, he was trying to switch lanes. He was smooth about to switch the lane without even looking if a car was there. And then, literally, there was another car that was driving, right? And then all right, so, it was 2 lights. And, we all know yellow means go really fast, right? So,
So it
Yeah.
sounds like he's not the problem
no,
here.
no. You didn't let me finish,
You're a
Shay.
Lyft driver too. You can't be talking like this, bro.
Anyway, so he's driving and he's acting like he's gonna speed past the yellow light. So I'm like, all right, great. He's like driving like me. So I'm like, oh, that's good. And then out of nowhere, he just slams on his brakes in the middle of the intersection.
Maybe he got scared.
Oh yeah, clearly.
It was a
So then
ghost.
I had to swerve to get around him, and then after that, he still went when the light was red, and then he just slowly mowed his way up into the fucking lane. I slowed down so I could get next to him because I started yelling at him. I'm like, what the fuck were you doing? He just put his head down. He has glasses. He's like, I was mad because
Shame.
I have bad road rage.
You can't you would get out your car.
That's why
and
I don't drive.
I
'cause
don't
know.
change at people's
I've,
car.
I've chased people off the highway.
What is it with that? With the change throwing at people's car? What is that?
It's
you
the
people
only
change-
thing
you
you
people
can
don't
throw.
change at
Yeah.
I've thrown change.
Yeah.
You
I've
throw
thrown
change
change.
They throw
at
pennies.
somebody's
I've
car?
thrown
They'll go.
change.
Are
This
you
is. I don't
fucking
understand. I've
crazy?
seen it done.
People are disrespectful.
I've
on
been in the
road.
car when
So
it's
you
happened.
throw
I don't
change.
understand the
Yes.
point.
Yeah, I
Yes.
would never
Meanwhile,
throw
you got a
change
toll right
at
up the street.
somebody's
You
car.
bugging.
Just because of
I
the
got
people
easy
I
pass,
ride in the
nigga.
car
Oh,
with,
where
and
you
shit,
do?
Holla.
no, y'all wilding out here. You want somebody to shoot you or something because you threw change. Wrong day, wrong
Petty,
time.
petty.
Like,
That's what it is. I threw my chain.
you
But
know,
I
I
did
just
it.
took a 6-hour driving defense course for my mom, and
You heard that right.
The shit I learned. I was, I don't drive, but I'm like the best passenger side driver. Like I can drive.
I'm a great
I'm one of
navigator.
people in New York who I can drive. I just refuse to get my license because once you realize everything in the government is just a ploy to get your money and you're cheap like me, it's just like the fuck I'm gonna pay you to drive for.
Yeah.
But the way the 6-hour defense class says it, it's a privilege to drive. It's not a natural given right. Like they don't have to give you this right. It's a privilege you have to.
Only
earn
people
it.
in New York think that. Like
Yeah.
where I literally had the opportunity to play volleyball in New Zealand, and my parents were like, we could send you to New Zealand and we could buy you your first car. Like there's no like driving optional thing in any other state besides New York.
Because listen, we have trains, buses. Like I don't have to.
But y'all y'all have a thorough like transit.
Yeah, we have a
system.
thorough transit system, so there's no reason for me to get behind a car, especially somebody like me who's like probably lit 24 hours of the day.
Yeah, we don't want you driving.
I don't
We
need
don't
to be driving.
Hell no.
We don't
And
want
not
that.
for nothing, when I first started driving, I learned driving like being high on my mind. And the one time I got behind the wheel sober, I had my accident.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh my God, I cannot drive sober. This is not for me.
Yeah.
Like I need to
Don't
be.
talk to
I
me
don't have the
about
patience
that.
for it.
Yeah,
you
blood in
know?
the mouth at all times, like that.
No.
But sober holding and driving, I just went right into another car. Like I couldn't even stop it. It was just like, well, damn, I got the. But I did have on Tim's that day. No,
So you kind of
Yeah, they're hard to
I couldn't
maneuver
feel
in.
the pedal under me. Yeah.
You know the vibe.
I was a young dumb nigga driving and fucked up and shit. It was bad.
He was driving and drinking.
That's
I
That's
have never.
bad.
I have a friend that's in a wheelchair from that.
Oh, yeah.
It's dumb.
What are you talking
I'm glad those days are behind me.
Look at you. Look at
And the
you.
craziest part, he got in an accident when he was down the street from his house.
But that's
That's
what the,
statistically-
okay, that's what the course
I
was
know.
saying. Most
Statistically, I think
accidents
it's like
happen
5
5 miles
miles.
from your house.
Yeah.
I know
Like
the
this
statistic.
course was just like, bitch, you gotta be kidding me. But apparently, it seems like everybody at this table is just aggressive drivers. Like y'all should not be on the road, especially you.
I
CR.
disagree.
You should not.
And I
be
drive
on
for
the
a living.
road.
CRs, exactly.
I'm
drive for living.
a great driver though, but my thing is I'm a defensive driver. If you're gonna do some bullshit to me, I'm gonna find a way to get around
That's
it.
aggression.
I don't care. I
Do not
survival.
engage.
I'm not gonna get in an accident.
You
Talk
can't
to
drive
your
for
therapist
yourself.
about
You
this.
gotta
I'm
drive
not
for
gonna
other
get in an
people because
accident.
people.
And
is
that's why I don't
wild
drive.
out.
Yeah, you can't
That's
drive
exactly
for other
why.
people.
I
If
don't
you
trust
drive for
other
other
people.
people, you will get shitted on. They don't care about you on the road.
Yeah.
Or in life.
That's how I
They don't
live.
care about your ass. in
That's
life.
why
They
when I
definitely
find
don't
real
care about
niggas
your
that
ass
care
in the
about
road.
me, I be holding y'all close. I'm like, y'all care about me?
Hold
Oh
you
shit!
close.
You know what? That
Come
also
here.
ties back into tonight's episode because tonight's episode really is about the myth of the black woman or the woman of color because people identify how they want to identify as either you're a black woman or woman of color, Afro Latina. Is you black? If you got a drop of black, your ass is black. Go sit down. So with that being said, Shay, in the industry that you are in, and we just finished talking about a while ago about sex being a selling point. When the Me Too movement came, at what point did you find yourself saying, even as a woman, like, okay, in the industry they're in, at what point, like, did you expect some girls to be on the casting couch? Or
I mean,
should we
I
not have
wasn't-
that natural? Like, should we not think like that when it comes to things like this?
I don't quite understand what you're.
So when it comes to the whole Me Too movement, like, I mean, my thought, the woman who didn't speak, I was just like, well, could I assume they was on that casting couch and they didn't? They did what Harvey wanted them to do instead of thinking like the ones who are out speaking, they didn't. They resisted.
Not necessarily. It could be. You got to think of how like not everybody is as confident in themselves as you may be. So to them, the shame of admitting what happened to them by far outweighs the benefits of them speaking up. So that doesn't necessarily mean that like they were not, I'm not going to say like okay with what happened, but them not speaking up doesn't correlate with whether or not they partook or resisted what was happening.
But I also say in my head too, like, but even if they are okay, they don't feel either way about it. Should we blame those two?
For their silence?
Not for their silence, but just for
you're
not...
specifically talking about the people that it happened to and they don't see anything wrong with it?
Yeah, like they don't see, like, to them it was a part of the job.
So
It's a
they
necessary
condoned
evil.
it. They
Yeah.
condoned it.
Because sex sells, it was just like, you know, this is part of the job. Like,
It's part of the hustle.
This is part of the hustle.
I wouldn't get
Because, you
jiggy
know-
with that myself. Like, clearly you've been traumatized to the point where you're not desensitized to whatever the hell is happening to you. So I wouldn't, that's just sad.
Has someone like legit just verbatim was like, yo, I'll give you this X amount of money or this opportunity for a favor? Like, has someone like straight up come to you and said that to you?
Have you met me? You think anybody is that bold?
I think people are crazy. So yeah.
I think one of my superpowers happens to be like the way I read energy and the energy I put out. So I have been able to avoid most like super negative and traumatizing situations that happen to women. I've somehow been able to escape those situations because for whatever reason, before that type of situation could present itself, I've already like maneuvered away from it.
Yeah.
So like I've never actually came across anything like that.
Saw early signs.
Yeah, I'm very big on like when I meet someone, either I like you or I don't. And if I don't, there's literally nothing you could do to convince me otherwise. Because I there has yet to be an instance where I was wrong about somebody based off instincts.
True.
I think we spoke about that, her being like empathic and having
I can
vibes
feel
with
it.
people. Yeah, he's like, I can feel
I
it.
can.
So it's just simply as a feeling when you know you like them when you don't. Thank you for coming back.
That's a
It's
compliment.
like I don't know how to explain it, but there's been instances like I used to live in Atlanta, and I used to live with my ex and his brother. So we all shared a house, and one of his eldest brother had a cousin who had come to like eventually stay with us. And the first time I met him, I literally told my ex, I was like, I don't like him. And we at this point we're now living together, and it was like 4 months of him living there, and just progressively it got worse and worse. And I was like, I really don't like this guy, but it's not my place. That's your family. And I had mentioned like, I feel like he's gonna do this, 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 and this. And literally 4 months later, we ended up kicking him out at like 4 o'clock in the morning because he did everything I predicted he said. Everything I predicted he was going to do, he ended up doing to the brother.
Just being nosy. What did he do?
He was just a filthy creature.
I knew it.
He was
Dirty bastard.
No, he was literally disgusting. Like I'm talking, we went into his room and there was a jug of milk. Okay, so you know the no, wait. It was orange juice.
I got
It was
the
orange juice.
heebie-jeebies.
It was orange juice. Okay, so you know the square cartons?
Yes.
The carton was round.
Oh,
That's how expired it was. The carton was round.
He was saving it though. He was saving it. Why are you judging him?
But then he would go into the fridge and steal the food that I buy for
Aye.
like me. Like it was stuff like that.
Can't stand niggas like that.
He yelled at the eldest brother. His then girlfriend was like, basically saying like, "Oh, you're going to hell because you won't help me with this situation, and I needed a ride from the." He's a very strange. He's a very odd duck.
What was his
And
ethnicity?
Manipulative narcissist bastard.
Nigga.
he was yes.
What kind of nigga saving
I
orange juice
don't
overnight?
I don't know, but it was just one of those where it's like,
my whole stomach. Like,
yeah,
disgusting.
he
What
set
a-
me.
What?
What set me off about him though was when my first time meeting him, he had come into the house. It was like it had to be like July or something, but he's in an Easter yellow like suit. I remember this
All right.
clear as
But you're in the
day.
South.
Sunshine suit.
We still got, there's certain
Stop.
colors.
Looking like a banana.
Legit, but a spoiled one because the suit was already dirty. Like I don't understand.
Damn.
So like they're all like sitting in like we had like a little studio area. So they're there and I'm coming down the steps. I'm in the house. I am a proud borderline nudist. I put on clothes for other people's benefit, not mine. So I was in like house shorts and like I think like a t-shirt. And I'm coming down the stairs and he turns around and he literally, knowing that I'm his cousin's girlfriend, literally gave me the sleaziest up down look. And then tried to shake my hand.
Like
I was like, hi, and I kept walking.
I mean,
Yeah.
See, you done that look before. Don't make that face. We've
No,
all
no,
done that.
that's
look.
not where it makes a female look sleazy.
No,
No, because
No,
like
you
you guys
gave
do
the
like a
up and
quick
down
up
look.
down, like yes,
Yeah,
no,
you
but
done
his
that.
was like
I've
You
done
know,
the up down, but not
where-
like the way
Yeah,
she's
not like
described.
that.
Like undressing you with their
felt like,
eyes,
yes,
yeah.
and
It felt
like
dirty,
he
like
was
he was
trying to
undressing you.
devour
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
no.
like he's about to eat you alive.
Not with that orange juice, my guy. Fuck out of here.
Round orange.
Yeah,
Looking
not
like
with
a
that.
spoiled banana.
Fuck outta here.
Damn, nigga.
And he like I think he ended up stealing.
He had a job.
He
He
a
ain't got no
collector.
job.
It gets worse.
He ain't got no job.
So he was a photographer was the worst part.
Oh.
So he was one of them. But like he ended up stealing I think one of my memory cards.
Hey,
I
no.
can't prove it, but my memory card came up
fucking
missing
asshole.
when he like moved out. Like he was just
Spiteful.
And I've still talked to like my ex's brothers and my ex. So I was talking to them the other day. I was like, you remember when you have, I'm gonna say his name. You remember when you had Major in the house and I told y'all the first day I didn't like him and you didn't listen to me? He was like, you really gonna bring that up? I said,
Yup.
yep.
Soon as he
Just wanted
told-
to remind you.
As soon as he said his name, you should have known. Major?
That's the name he went
That's
by.
a nick-
I don't think I ever knew his real name.
That's the difference between niggas and niggers, yo. That's a nigger.
Oh my God.
No, for real though. Ain't no nigga keeping orange juice overnight. Like that's a nigger.
It's
right
not.
there.
It wasn't over.
Over the years,
was
whatever
over
it
the-
was,
Over months.
over time.
Over time.
I shit you not. Like that square, that rectangular ass carton was as round as this wine bottle.
That's traumatizing.
that's disgusting. Like, nah, I'm good.
That is
Like,
disgusting.
niggas is nasty.
Shout out to Major though.
That says a
No,
lot about
no
their
shout out to
personal
Major.
Shout out to
hygiene.
Major.
No.
That says
I
a
can
lot about somebody's
vividly see
personal
that
hygiene.
in my head though. That's wild.
He was. He
Because
just
at that
looked
point, it just starts
unkempt.
molded inside. Like,
Yeah.
that is just horrible. Like, no. Like, I'm okay.
It was probably a solid block. It might as well be orange Jello.
That shit was probably worth some money. You never know.
This guy.
You never know, bro.
disgusting.
Them fake artsy niggas be taking anything. You never know. The fake woke, like hipsterish, like.
It's a whole lot of people like that. They just fake everything, fake woke.
Oh,
fake
yeah.
smart, fake
Don't get us
intelligent.
started on fake woke.
Okay.
We got you started. Shout them out. Shout them out.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, they who must not be named.
Some fake Grand Rising, how you doing, Queen, Black Israelites, them Hemotep niggas that come from, they only come from fucking Egypt, but it's just like, yo,
Shine a
not all of
light.
us is not from fucking Egypt. It's just like every black person just because the first black man was originated in Africa does not mean he just sat there and stayed for a million years before he saw the rest of the world. And it's just like people need to start educating themselves a whole lot more. Like that be some
You can't educate yourself through
bullshit.
IG.
But what we were
Facts.
kind of referring to was like the people who claim that like wokeness, but
know.
all they are is like walking leeches. Like they
Yeah.
literally offer nothing to anybody else, but they take. Does anybody know? Does anybody have? Can I borrow? Da-da. But when have you ever complimented anybody else other than
Exactly.
yourself? Like you,
Selfish.
no, legit, like legit, and you always want. How do I do simple shit that you can Google?
Word.
How do I do this? Where's the best frame shop? Like little shit like that where it's
I
like,
feel like
bro,
people who do that, they just want your time and attention. Like they just want to they want to find something to click on with you about.
But
and
this,
it
No,
just
no,
keeps
this
no,
going
fake
and
woke
going.
facade that you putting over everything is unnecessary. Is legitimately
and then
unnecessary.
like when you meet them in person, they're just they have that holier than thou presence.
Oh God.
No,
And, like,
don't look down on me.
legit.
Shit.
That ostentatious.
Yeah, where it's like-
This nigga went to college. What was that
So
word?
pretentious.
Say that word again.
Oh, you know,
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
This nigga graduated. Damn.
There you go.
I read, nigga.
That's all that matters.
I read the text message that Shay said she was coming. I read that. I could read, nigga.
I did say you couldn't, but if you
just
feel
said-
challenged, I understand.
Hooked on phonics.
I don't want to snitch this nigga anymore.
That's all love.
Yeah. How did
So-
real quick? I'm sorry. How did y'all meet? How did?
oh,
just wanna
we're in
know.
a group chat.
Yeah, we're in a group chat. So remember how last time I talked about like this big ass group chat of like black creatives, photographers, videographers, and we all like talked to each other in there? That's how I met her. Well, we never even really met. We literally like chatted with each other
Yeah.
for like
Millennials.
hella months
That's how we
Yeah.
are.
before
That's
we
how
actually
are.
finally met.
We
in
matched
person.
each
That's
other's
crazy.
vibes. It's like, oh, you
We both took turns bringing hell to the group chat, basically. So
Okay. I see that actually. Yeah. Yeah. I see that. Perfect match made in heaven.
That's dope.
Literally.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Lenny. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know.
No, that's okay. I'll just scrap that for another time. So anyway, what kind of men do you date? Like, are you interested in dating? Like, what's that about for you? Like these days?
Still hasn't changed.
Changed.
I just the part where like you want me to get emotionally attached is just not available to anyone at this point. But like I still have needs. But you just have to respect the fact that it's always going to be on my time. Like I'm still very, very cat-like. Like I want 5 minutes worth of attention, and then I'm very okay with not speaking to you for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll hit you up when I feel like talking. Or like I don't have the patience to do the small talk shit. Like, how was your day? What have you been up to? Like, if there's not like an active like
An objective
dialogue
behind the conversation.
yeah, like we're debating religion or whatever it is. Like, if we're not actually talking, like I don't feel the need to answer my phone.
But I feel like when that happens today, a lot of men are discouraged, or they just feel like we're acting like them, and it's like that's not the case.
Oh, I am.
I wonder if like
This girl right here, I swear, Jesus.
I wonder if like
So you're going out your way to act like this, or this is just who you
No,
really
this is
are?
literally like I've
So,
been
and
described
so-
as a fuck nigga for like
So,
since
'cause
January
you-
at this
all
point.
right, because I people call me a fuck nigga all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not acting like a man. Like this is just who I am.
But because we're not
They're just
acting like
threatened by-
women,
yeah.
they
They're just
assume that we're
threatened.
acting like men.
No,
That-
that's where they go.
They're threatened
wrong
by the
at.
strength of that.
Yes.
That to them takes something away from their like virility or their masculinity.
Because
So.
they always need to feel needed at every chance. It
I don't
feels
need
like,
you.
But that's the thing is like nobody needs them anymore.
I don't feel
so
threatened
the
by
women
that.
that like
I don't feel threatened by that at all.
Okay,
No,
but
I'm
with
not
that
gonna say
being
that.
said, do you feel okay? But that's only before right now, because whatever you're going through in your life, it doesn't have to be like a traumatizing experience. Like maybe you just try and get all your shit off the ground and all your ducks in one pond before you like consider giving anybody that time. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what do you say if you meet somebody and it's just like, what's that stupid phrase? Right person, wrong time.
I mean, I can't say that I've come across that lately, but like
Because
I have.
everybody just seems so more fuck niggish than you, right?
I'm kind of hard to beat at this point. So, long story short, I've basically been in like an open situationship for an entire year now, and our communication is just that good to where like when we're in the same city, it's cool, but when we're separate, like I don't care what you do. We travel together. When we go on these trips, we literally sit down and have like conversations. Like,
Do you really not care, or do you train yourself not to care?
No, like you're not my man. It's not. It's not
Guys
my
are
place.
just friends. It's a mutual
do you
understanding.
think you might have met the right person, but because you're in this mind state, you're not even thinking about it?
No. No.
Damn.
No, I mean it's not. I'm not opposed to falling into a relationship of sorts, but my issue is like I haven't come across anybody extraordinary enough that makes me want to abandon my own peace right now.
What is
I'm
extraordinary
completely-
to you?
I'm the type of female that literally goes above and beyond tenfold. I don't want to have to wait and prove myself to get that from somebody. So if you're not willing to offer me that up front, then I don't.
If that's not already who they are naturally, then it's like.
And
what's the point?
I'm no
Yeah.
longer in the business of building up and teaching
No,
men.
fuck that. Nah, you can't waste your time
No
teaching
pay, no
people.
time.
So
You can't waste your time with
So
that.
until I find that, like, I'm very okay with my current life. Like, I have all my needs met. I don't need anything. So until I find somebody extraordinary enough to make me want to abandon that, literally, like, peace.
And it's so
I don't
funny
see the point.
because I saw an Instagram post that said that exact thing. Like, I'm okay with myself.
Yeah.
The only way I can be with somebody is if being with you is better than being with myself.
Yes.
Legitimately.
And I was just like, damn, that's real.
Yes.
That's real as fuck.
It's hard to go outside, yo. Like leaving the bed is hard. So you got to make it worth
Me
it.
and Netflix, listen, I'm the binge watch queen.
Ew.
You want to come over and chill for what?
can
I'm
do that at
literally
home,
chilling
yeah.
by myself
right now.
and having a grand old time. Like, you want me to get up, put on clothes so I can be in public.
You're ready.
Get on the train. I already don't like clothes. Get on the train to go to your house to lay down in a different bed and do the same shit I was doing in my house. Does that make sense to
It
you?
does.
And
yeah.
so if they say, "Can I come over?" Is that a better situation?
I can literally, on one hand, count how many men I've let into my apartment this entire year. I don't like having men over. Period. Unless like you're like legit like my closest homeboy. Like we're talking like there's been 2 that have actually been in my bed this entire year.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is my situationship. Like I don't play those games. I will literally go to someone's house, do what I need to, and come right back home. I don't even stay over.
I get it.
Is there like rules to the situationship?
Just communicate. There's really like I don't care what you do if you. I just don't like the whole like when you feel like you have to sneak and lie and do all that other shit. That's where I have a problem because like if you tell me, I guarantee I'm not gonna have a reaction. Like, oh, you did this? All right, cool. Was it fun? Like I will have conversations with you about the other women you're with.
Yeah.
Like there's no need to hide that shit from me. So when you feel the need to hide, it's like what? Why are you lying? Like you're lying to me about dumb shit. Now I can only imagine what else you're willing to lie to me about because you literally have the biggest free pass ever when it comes to dealing with a woman. You have it with me, and you're still lying.
That's so
for
dumb.
what?
So dumb.
For what?
You want
Like
it all.
you have it all.
It's
You
just people
have
that
more.
aren't
But
satisfied.
niggas want
You
more.
know,
Like
no,
niggas
because
just
I feel like at this
unsatisfied.
point, some people just lie because either one.
Pathological.
habitual,
No, yeah, there's some people who just lie for no reason, and because
Compulsive liars.
it's
Exactly what I was about to say.
compulsive
Compulsivity.
liars, it's always about staying in victim mode because if they always lie about the situation they're in and put them in a situation where you always will feel sorry for them, it's the easier route for them to take in life.
But that's a narcissist.
Yeah,
MO. You know.
and we like, at this day, I just feel like a lot of people are just drowned with narcissistic behavior and toxic behavior, but that's because they suffer from traumas that they really don't want to heal yet
Or address. Yeah,
or
exactly.
address.
And I'm not here to help you through that.
And I respect everything you're saying because like when I was single I had the same mindset and I dealt with women that had your mindset and it was never an issue. Like I never had a problem with those women because we were honest, we were able to talk about everything. We actually were able to help even after we stopped having sex, we would still be cool with each other because we had that bond. And like that trust is so necessary. Like I can't sleep with somebody who's gonna lie to me because like you said, you don't know what else they're gonna be lying about because when you're having like let's be real, when you're having sex with that person, you don't know who else they're you gotta trust that they're making the smart decisions for themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna affect you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All them energies, disease. Oh,
Right. Because I feel like it's nothing wrong with
That
being with
accumulates.
multiple people,
Mhm.
but you
Those
have to be
energies and
selective. You can't just be
Right.
I'm out here. You know
Yeah,
what
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying?
you
Like,
gotta-
because that's how some niggas is like that though. Like I know some greasy niggas. You know what I'm saying? They'll slide in anything with some buns. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
And
damn nigga.
that so
it's nasty.
them types
That's
don't
every
even
nigga,
stand a chance in
but
hell
okay.
when it comes to me. Like if I get that vibe from you, like you will not. I can't even say you enter the friend zone. Like you are non-existent to me at that point.
I get it.
I'm on the complete opposite of the spectrum in terms of how I deal with the people I deal with. Like I can't just disconnect and live my life. They text me. I'm being humble when I say this. They text me constantly, but like when I don't check in or whatever in terms of like their expectations when they want to talk. But I need my own space. And it's just weird like being checked and being pressed about not being consistent. Like we're getting to know each other. Why can't we get to know each other at my pace or at our pace, I guess, at a reasonable pace? Why does it have to be every day, calling and texting, going out every week? Like
People
it
have
gets
different
uncomfortable.
expectations.
Well, I mean that's why with me and my partner, like we legit sit down. Like we do it either when one of us feels a little bit off or like specifically before we travel because we do a lot of work. That's the other thing. We work together too.
That's dope.
So creatively, like we have a really like solid like bond where he does videography, I do the shooting, but like I'll know when to move certain ways or he'll start to describe something and I can finish his sentence because I know how his mind works creatively. So it's for us, we'll literally sit down like, yo, we're about to head here. What are the, we jokingly call it like rules and expectations of this trip? No jealousy. Like we'll literally say it out loud. Like he'll tell me I have a couple situations that will also be there. Me personally, I like to know what they look like because I don't need to. I'm not trying to get I don't want to get my ass beat and not know who's beating my ass. Like I need to be able to see across the room. Like, oh, this is the shorty he was talking about.
So you know how to avoid it.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10 they love me.
Right.
But if I don't have that heads up and say I'm interacting with him a certain way because this happened. Shorty peeped the way we interacted with
and
each
she
other.
knows, like, oh,
and she
That's
was
your
like,
situation.
what?
But that's your situation.
What do you mean?
I'm confused. This is the person you're having a situationship with?
Yeah, this is my partner.
And he has other partners.
So the trip that we were going on specifically, he's been running with that crew for like 3 years. So like doing so many traveling trips, like yeah, he slept with other women while on the trip. But they're also part of like the crew. ish
I wanna interview
situation.
this nigga.
It's like they don't have anything going on right now, but they had a past.
Exactly.
That can,
Exactly.
You know,
So like it's
erupt
like
something if like
it's kind of like
yeah.
it's assumed that
My bad.
since I'm the new factor, whenever he goes on these trips, they assume
Oh,
like,
because
yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
just
hearing
him.
it that way. I was just saying,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No,
Like,
like he's been with this like this job. He's been with them for years. I'm the newcomer. So when I showed up, everybody's like, "Oh, who's the new girl? You know, she's a shooter." Da da da. But when they saw us, when she specifically saw us interact, she literally texted him like, because we disappeared. We disappeared. So she texted him like, "You with her, aren't you?"
Oh,
Damn right, yeah. I wouldn't even responded.
That shit sound.
He didn't.
I ain't responding. I'm with my situation right now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Wait, so do you feel like this could ever graduate past anything further than what it is now? Because I
No.
feel like you have a deep connection that I feel like it's rare to find. It's not easy to find.
At this point, we both agree no. Now, does he jokingly say like, we're gonna end up settling for each other, right? I'm like, I'd rather not.
That sounds
Yeah.
fabulous.
That don't sound like a joke. That sounds like a want.
no, it's a joke because he knows at the end of the day, if he can't get what he really wants, he's gonna go to where he knows.
But y'all don't live in the same
And
state,
that's what,
so
but
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's what people do now anyway. Like a lot of people are not with the one they really want to be with. They with the one who either wants to be with their ass or so was just like, oh, we have a baby together. Let's try and make it work. Let's try to push through. But
I never want to get to that
it's
point.
very,
in my life.
it's very
I
few
don't
people
Yeah.
who are with the people who like make their heart skip a beat and they really work at it because shit like that takes work and it takes hard work because what is that fucking shit? Temptations in your face every fucking day, and if you have any type of that theory in here with monogamy kills true love, then you're fucked. Because how I feel about you doesn't dictate how many people I sleep with. Like I can love you like nobody else in my soul, but I may want to sit on 5 other faces before I get home to you today.
I think that should
understand
be
that.
like
That's
a
some
conversation though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and that is a conversation.
because so the older I get, the more I find myself like rooting for open relationships because it just makes
Yeah.
more sense. Like I rock you. You are everything I want in a partner. I don't want to spend a night without you, but like I understand that you may or may not be attracted to other women. So I'd rather us have that talk and set boundaries than you just flat out cheat on me. Because I'm willing to give you the pass.
That's so crazy because that's how it is in my relationship
But
with
the
my
difference
girl.
is between now and back then is discretion.
Yes.
To be now because the bitches
don't have me
people
looking stupid in public.
But
That's
that's
my
the thing.
only request.
But that's the thing. Nobody knows
Why we
their
staying
place
silent?
anymore compared to 50 years ago, where Billie Jean in another town, she knew not to bring her or her
Don't
bastard
cross that
children.
county line.
Bitch, don't cross the county line because
Get your ass
Patsy Jean gonna
beat.
beat your ass and throw some hoodoo on you. Today, these girls want you to know, like, hey, I'm just coming to you, I'm swimming. That's our man. No, bitch, no, the fuck it ain't.
I feel like discretion is a sign of respect. You know
And
what
there
I'm
you
saying?
go. People have no respect.
Yeah.
It's like I no longer have to respect you. It's just like let's just let it all hang out. And it's just
I
like
don't
that's
even think it's
cool.
that. I think it's for some. It sounds terrible. For some women, it's more of a like, aha, I got your man. Bitch, you just borrowed him. He's still here.
Right.
That's okay. You know, for
Right.
example,
Yeah.
Tiny and T.I. It's
Energy.
just like she didn't really get pissed off until it was just like, yo, you letting our secrets spill out into the
Yeah.
public.
Yeah, like
we know what we do, but keep that shit within
With us.
with
Yeah.
us.
let
gotta
me
tell
be
us,
Boo Boo the
yeah.
Fool in private.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with being in a private, but when you put it on Front Street,
Publicizing it.
now I got to turn it into a Broadway show.
But it's like, fuck that. We don't got to turn nothing into nothing because it's just like, bitch, it's just what happened. My shit is out there, but you do know your man is probably fucking Sean too. I'm just going to say, like, you know.
Listen.
Because my situation could be like, oh, they fucking other bitches, but your situation could be he fucking niggas and bitches. And then what, bitch?
And that's the
Then what we doing? And that's the gag there. The gag there is.
But then,
And you know, it's just, and I hate to be like that because, you know, I always tell people, if you see me next to a nigga, that means you know that nigga is not straight. Because I don't like straight men.
Interesting.
this is new information.
Yes.
And this is
I
why
am
I
said that
but, you know,
before.
but this is why I never wanted
never
to put it
heard
out
this.
She
there
likes
publicly.
men that are sexually fluid.
Yeah,
She
but
said
I
that.
never want to
Maybe
put
I
it out
didn't
there
remember
public because I never want to get caught out there with nigga be and people be like, yo, this, because I would never, you know what I'm trying to say? So I've never really openly said that, but it's just like, I feel like a lot of people coming in my DMs like trying to figure out which way am I floating on the sexual line, and it's just like, I've never been one to say whether I was gay, straight, this or that, so I identify as queer. And I think Dave Chappelle summed it up really well in his latest Netflix special.
it's a vibe.
When everybody's in the fucking car together.
Yo.
Like, I do definitely, if you know me, you know I identify as L all the way. But just to kind of give people the satisfaction. And again, I would never want to put nobody I know out there because that's my personal business. But it just is what it is. Like, I like what I like. So what was the purpose of this point?
How did we get on this tangent?
How did we get to this tangent? But it's just like one of those things. Oh, yeah, because this whole thing with sexually fluidness and just men being who they are, you have a lot of people out there who are very straight but want their significant other to play a certain way. What's your take on that?
Whatever floats your boat. Like, it's I hate that everybody feels the need to confine themselves so much.
Yeah.
If you like it, you like me personally, I've never really found an attraction towards women. But when I see a lit couple, that's when I'm like, I'd consider joining you guys. Like, that's the only time I get that, like, I don't know why, but it has to be a couple or like a guy and a girl aspect, but I'm not attracted directly to women. But I feel...
And I mean a lot of girls like that. Trust me, it's just be like, bitch.
Then you turn them out?
No, they really no, you can't turn out a girl who's not turned like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Like she said, there are some girls out there who just like the three-way.
Okay.
They love a good threesome. It's like the best thing in the world. And I'm all for giving people an experience they never had before.
A connoisseur.
Energy.
Heard you.
Energy.
I'm like a madam.
Yeah, that shit sounds great.
But if you know,
Don't get no ideas over here on this side.
That was great.
Don't
Lainey's
get no
DMs are
ideas.
open. Lainey's DMs are open.
no, my
for
DMs
submissions.
are not open. I
Stop
always
that.
say that my DMs are not open. But if
Oh,
you know me,
sorry.
you know me. Like if you're my friend of Coco knows. Like if you're my friend, you know. Like it's a lifestyle.
You
It's
get
not
busy.
just.
What? That's what you said, basically.
I'm about to shut down your
What did he
commentary,
say?
goddammit.
What he just said? I missed it. What the
I didn't say none. Go ahead.
What that nigga say?
If you, it's just a lifestyle. Like with
Yeah.
smoking weed, whatever you do, like with taking pictures, it's a lifestyle with the industry. It's a lifestyle. With podcasting, it's a lifestyle. Whether it's a depressive lifestyle you live, or you out here flourishing, it's a lifestyle.
Embrace it.
I agree.
Embrace it.
I think everybody should just stop trying to fit into like specific boxes.
Yes.
Like, just be your goddamn self. If your natural self happens to be uber straight, fine. But don't. Did you all see that one viral clip of it was like 3 black women? 2 are sitting on a red couch. 1 is like off the screen. And they're talking about like this situation. And one of them is going off talking about like, any man who likes anal play at all, like that nigga's gay. If he wants a woman to bring a strap into the bed, like you're putting a penis shaped object, like it's not that fucking serious. Like, if a woman is doing it to a man, he's still straight. Like it doesn't matter the object.
And I feel like that too with a lot of people because again, it goes back to sex is sex. And if you're doing it right, you're not saying no to nothing.
Exactly.
Like,
Really not.
You
Listen,
out here fucking.
The right
like,
stroke will have you
you
do
like,
some unusual
I feel like
things.
people say
She
that.
said unusual.
People
Very
speak
unusual.
from that.
Hold on. Have her say that again, please.
The right stroke will have you do some unusual things.
Listen.
Don't people speak like that because they haven't experienced though?
Great
Like, isn't that mostly
conversation.
just lack of experience?
And
I'm not-
I do
I
feel
feel
like
like-
I do feel like
yeah.
there are some people out here who have sexual traumas that they didn't identify with yet. And that's why with certain things, it's just like, no.
Yeah.
I hate the word no in the bedroom. Like, that is a pet peeve of mine. Although I may say no.
I reserve the right.
I
However,
reserve the right.
don't tell me
But
no.
don't tell me no. And it's just like, I hate the word no. I feel like, especially if it's 2 people who are very comfortable, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever floats your boat. If everybody's very comfortable, very safe, and very tested, have fun. Like, and explore those lines where everything blur and it goes from black, white, gray, purple to like bright red, and you're seeing God and Jesus and everybody's having discussion at the table. Like,
Explore
that's
the butt?
great sex.
Explore the butt is what you said.
But if that's what it takes for you
That's
to
what
see
floats your
Jesus
boat.
in the bedroom, then explore the butt.
I don't know. I've never experienced anything like that, like anything on my butt. But I've had like use a bidet. You know that shit.
That's not even in the realm of what
No,
we're talking about. Right goddamn
That's
now.
your only booty
You
experience.
fucking up the
Yeah,
whole
it,
shit.
it feels good. Like
It
it's
felt
soothing.
good, right? It was soothing, right?
I think that's where I'll stop. I feel like.
So
I
what's
feel
the
like
difference
to me-
of a water fountain like gushing in your pride in that pride? It's
Versus-
just like
See, Lainey good for humor in your ass.
Yeah, it's
because
just-
right over
Coco's
here,
like, shut the
I'm
fuck
annoyed
up.
at your ass right now. This bullshit.
Fingers be
Fucking
dry as
bidet.
hell. Dildos be dirty as hell. I don't
No,
I don't
okay.
like
So,
that.
but we're not-
I'm
And
sure
we're talking about like
Where
like
do you be
prime,
hanging out?
like-
Right? Who's using? Yo, you crazy?
What?
He said dirty
What kind of
dildo.
sex-
I don't know.
No. That
they
statement was
clean it?
made.
Yeah, we have an hour. Let's just make this the rest.
I'ma
Let's
shut
just
up.
talk sex the rest of the
That's
stuff.
for
'Cause
after the
I'm
show.
here
Let's
for
get
it.
into
Let's
it.
get into this because it's just
Let
like
me
I need
adjust
to
this bum
know
bag.
Don't touch my butt.
what people are out here doing in the bedroom and why is their nose being said like if everybody's having fun, you better get some fucking only thing I'm against, nothing sweet in the pussy. Okay?
Yeah,
don't
that's
fuck
There's
up
a
my
pH
nose.
balance.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
know.
whole
I'm
art
not-
to
yeah.
maintaining that.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like
I learned
don't
about
put
that.
nothing in my pussy. Like, and I was a big advocate of making my ex-girlfriend shoot pineapples in her pussy. Bitch, I miss you sometimes, girl. But I will never call you again.
Damn.
But it was just like one of those things that I'm an advocate for a lot of things, but now I know better. But
had to try it out
had
first.
to try it
though.
out first. I wouldn't do it, but it was nice to see. But I'm all for certain things. So it's just like I don't understand how people are really walking around here talking about I'm having such a good time in the bedroom and talk about I don't do this and I don't do that. But why? I don't know.
Fear, because trying something new is always scary for most people.
There's some
But
things
that-
that
that's
just don't turn people on.
You're
like,
overthinking it
Yes,
though. Like
hold
like-
on, say that again.
there's some
Sorry,
things
Shay.
that just don't turn people on. That's just not their vibe.
But maybe that's the fear of it not working. It may
It
ruin
could be
the
that,
whole
but
mood,
there's
you know what I
also
mean?
a small faction of people where it's like that just doesn't
okay,
do it for them,
I have an
you know?
example of this. Me and my partner.
Shout out
I'm a
to
choke me bitch. Don't ask me why. I need a certain amount of violence.
you
Somebody is
two over
raising
there?
their hands.
say I.
Choke, bitch.
Janelle is raising
I
her
love
hands.
choking.
Energy. I
That
like
shit's
it.
fun.
My
Listen,
partner,
choking.
he does that is not his thing. It freaks him out.
Really?
It freaks like he.
So my thing with the freaking
Can we get
part
him on the line? Can we call him? I want to talk to this nigga.
no, because I've already talked about him once on a different podcast this week, so I think he might be a
she
mildly.
not
I want to
trying.
interview this nigga. man.
He probably.
He living a good life, yo.
It's 6. What day is today? Is there football on?
Thursday.
Thursday.
There's football on.
I don't watch football. I don't
Ain't
watch
that
football.
just Monday nights?
It's Monday, Thursday, and
Monday.
Sundays.
Today's
I don't know
Thursday,
when-
yeah,
Oh,
that's
the
football.
Where the
Thursday.
aux scored
That's
at? We got an aux here?
I don't think he'll. No, I'm asking about football because if football is on, I will not get answered.
Heard you.
Nah, that's
Next
football.
time.
That's football.
Next time.
Yeah. But no, it freaks him out. So like, and mind you, we've been at this for a year now. He's just now recently like tried to do it like once, and the closest he could get was like this.
Are you
Wait, what?
He's just not
Yeah,
comfortable,
like, he
yeah.
You
wouldn't-
can still
He
breathe.
wouldn't.
This way.
And
You can
I
still
don't
breathe.
want to breathe.
You don't want to breathe.
I don't want to breathe.
You gotta
Damn.
like squeeze like right here where it's not like.
I mean, leave the
But there's
jugular
levels,
and
right?
the
Some people
carotid
like the
alone.
full-on
Like,
choke. Some people just like a
And
light
that's my
grab.
issue. I've tried to
depends.
choke in, and I feel like the person I choke is I don't like that person. So
Yo!
She's trying to kill this shit.
Yo!
That's a whole
like
other thing.
choking was just say I can really kill you right, now.
Damn. Ouch. I done the slapping in the face and like.
I've never been
I've done
slapped.
that.
That's
I've
the
done
funnest
that.
I've
What
done.
about be spitting in people mouths and whatnot?
I heard about
That's a
that.
big
So
porn
I-
thing.
I
Don't
would
spit
like
on me.
to
Don't
say-
you fucking spit on me. Yo.
I would
Don't-
like
don't
to
like
say no, but I know me and the right person.
There you
yeah.
go.
Oh,
I'd
The
let
right
it happen.
person. I think it's just all about being
Don't spit near
comfortable
me,
with.
Yeah.
no.
That skeeves me out a little bit.
But you're probably thinking like they're not gonna hock spit
Let's
in
say
your
so.
shit. Like
Okay.
Niggas got germs, yo. Niggas got
If you-
diseases.
if
you already, but you
No, don't do
no,
it.
but think of
He
it this
said
way.
no.
Think of
You
it
can't
this way.
convince me.
You've all. What do you mean?
Don't
You've
spit on me.
already been all in the mouth region.
Don't
What
matter.
difference
And let
does
me
it make?
say
You already
this.
It's
swapped
different.
spit.
It's
She's like,
different.
take this spit, nigga. Take
You've
this
already
fucking
swapped
spit.
spit. She's already given you head.
Take that
You've
shit.
given her head, and then
You
y'all kissed
accepting
again.
it,
Don't spit in my
damn
mouth.
it.
Don't spit on me. Don't, yo.
So, and
stop
that's
it.
one thing I've always said, because
Don't
I've
do
talked
that.
about spit like years ago on Black Twitter. I was just like, there's nothing wrong with a good spit in your mouth. It's how you do it. There's two ways to do it. You could romanticize your spit, like if you're two people in love. I've had it done to me when somebody I was in love with, and it was just like the best thing in the world. And I've also had it done to me where it was just like treat me like a little bitch hoe. I love that shit too, and it was still the best thing in the world. But again, when you don't like somebody, they can't do shit to you.
You're right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In the bedroom.
I think it would be dope to like, eating a girl out, like you got a bit of her cum in her mouth and like you spit in her mouth. I feel like that'd be dope, but don't just like off the rip
That's it,
spit in my
nigga?
mouth.
That's
like,
all you do.
What you mean?
That's the height of your
That's
shit.
that's the
That
pinnacle.
was the pinnacle, right?
No, but that's the farthest I'll go with the spit. Like if it's like mixed with cum, like I don't want just pure spit. Like whatever you
Will
ate
you
prior
let a
to
girl
coming over.
after you come on her face? Would you let her kiss you with the cum on her?
Hell yeah, that's been done.
Okay.
With your own cum?
Yeah. Well, who else has come?
There's a third party in the room. Third party.
Hold on, my mom is
Put this
listening.
on your
Chill.
face.
Yo, so my mom's listening. Chill.
Hi,
Oh
mom.
my god,
Ooh,
you grown ass
forward.
man.
Come
That's
on,
kind
bro.
of, I was not
Fast
expecting
forward.
that of you. Oh, so you nasty.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
First of all, if ever in life I give a nigga head and he refuses to kiss me
That's so
afterwards,
fucking
I
No,
sad.
swear
I mean
to.
not kiss. I
But-
mean with the cum, with his cum on your face.
What do
Like,
you
when
think
he-
happens when you're giving head anyway? It's all
Yeah.
types of pre-cum in your shit.
Fuck
Yeah.
that washcloth. Let's go. Let it seep
I'm
in.
so
It's
like,
good for
wait,
your skin.
what?
It's good for your skin.
Get that protein.
What's the
I seen what you eat, Jeff. Ain't nothing. No.
Come on,
Now I
come
had
on.
bitches of Jeff like rubbing one out. Hold on.
Y'all want to interview one of them?
Let me save.
Y'all want to interview one of them?
I don't know.
I'll come
when
back
he's
for that
gonna
one.
be your host.
That
I'm
is
good.
funny.
Thank you. Now
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's
not his
funny.
host, one of his lady friends.
Shout out.
I don't know,
I know
your
you're
bitch's
listening.
name.
Special lady friends.
My special lady friend.
Yeah.
Great conversation.
Shout out.
But okay,
Peace.
the one in the corner down there. You
Yo,
seem like
wagwan.
you're doing your little interjection and everything. Like,
Oh,
so what is
dear.
the freakiest of your pinnacle? Like, how? What is the levels of your levels?
freakiest shit? I want to. The freakiest shit I think I've ever done. But the thing is that I haven't been with anyone that I was completely comfortable with. I had a situationship, 2016 through 2017, and we would do some wild shit in his apartment. Fucking on the freaking arm stands type shit.
Oh, okay.
6ix9ing and fucking on couches and all that extra shit. But I've never done anything that's like super out of pocket. I'm open to it if the right person is there, but because I am a creative, my imagination goes out there, and because I do watch porn, it's like, okay, obviously I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna do something more realistic. But I'm not opposed to shit unless it's with the right person.
Have you ever done the candle wax shit? Like putting the candle wax on the dude?
I'm not opposed to it.
That
I
shit-
find myself leaning more towards like the BDSM realm.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like pain. I know this about myself. I've accepted this. I really like pain, so I don't see myself shying away from like that realm of sex.
I want to try that candle wax shit.
What do you mean? You, just wanna
You
do
look like a
that?
good
candidate.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
just pour a little
You ain't,
candle
Jeff, how old
wax
you ain't
on
do that by now?
Nah.
Not even on yourself as a kid? Like, just pour the wax on yourself?
Or like when you used to like
I saw-
make the like hand casts.
I saw it in a movie, the Doors movie. Jim Morrison had one of his shorties do that on him. I was like, oh, that nigga's cool, so maybe I could do it too.
I think my biggest thing is that I create vibes for dudes.
What you mean?
Like, you know when you go on like a good Tumblr page and you like, I can follow this. Like, this is a vibe.
Oh,
like,
so you're out here with your whole set and everything. You
like I
whole
create
mood.
a whole,
Goddamn.
yeah.
You have a whole
That's
mood
dope.
board.
Yeah, that's why it's like-
dope, yeah.
That is
Like,
dope. You
I
got
can
jungle
example.
themes.
Can you
You
give us
got
an
jungle
It's like
themes.
I create. I
Give
think
us an
it's like
example.
a build up things. Like, all right, so I travel a lot. So when I do meet up with whomever I'm having sexual relations with,
They so
I
proper.
set up the mood like, okay, I'm on my way, I'm wearing a certain thing, I send them certain music and
That's
whatnot, and
so
I come
cool.
with like a certain demeanor. Like there's different sides of me where I come as Jaleesa, or I come as the lioness, or I come as Jean Leon, like type of shit. So there's times I had sex in the fucking like,
Okay, so
Tell me
I
what you
have
wearing. I
questions
like that.
now.
yeah.
What does Jaleesa like to hear?
What you mean, woman
Like-
like for year?
Like, what music are you sending for that night? When is Jaleesa?
I'm a mixture of like them salon sounds, them Summer Walker sounds.
So
and
then,
a
what is
little
the
bit of-
lioness is sending? I'm trying to figure out who is sending the ratchet, toot that
Oh,
thing up, mommy shit.
All right,
Okay, like
let's see.
Ratchet, yeah.
which one of you
Y'all be
is
fucking
sending
Meg Thee
that
Stallion?
one?
Y'all be
And what
fucking
does
Meg
that
Not yet.
playlist
I haven't.
sound like?
I haven't.
I ain't got the
done
knees. They're
knees.
in the mail. They
You know,
should be
Vic
here.
Stallion
Like
energy
you know,
out here.
coming from China, they
I'ma
take a
send
while.
you yours. Just
Custom.
gonna come to
I,
me. I'ma send you yours. I got you.
need new knees.
I
like,
got you. I got you.
desperately.
I'm testing mine out.
need
And see
your
how long
strong
it
as hell,
lasts.
like-
that woman right there. Again, how I'm not attracted. That woman right there.
She.
I don't need a man.
Who?
What if she can't fuck her?
Who?
What if like
Megan
just
Thee
what
Stallion.
if
What
Like-
you
like,
mean
Megan Thee
she
Stallion.
can't?
what if she
Megan.
Meg Thee Stallion? What if she really can't fuck
Meg.
her?
Meg
That's
Thee
like,
Stallion.
There's no way.
You don't see how them hips. Listen.
oh no.
Listen.
I would like to see her fuck though.
With
I would
the
like to see a
knees.
porn like.
Meg with the knees.
I would like
Meg
to.
with the
I would like to
knees.
pull up the X videos to see Meg Thee Stallion. Like I want to see because like she's performing. Like I want to see if you could translate that into
Like
the
for
film.
some
And
reason,
she's
I
an
feel
Aquarius.
like
Aquarius.
no. Let me say Aquarius. Like I don't have them from both sexes. Niggas is out here perpetrating a fraud.
Oh shit.
I'm like, no, my ex-wife, like, nah, she was not perpetrating a fraud. She was everything and then some. That bitch was nasty.
You sound like you reminiscing right now.
She is.
That definitely was. She had a whole vision.
That was a trip.
She had a whole vision.
Come back.
She was back in the room.
You here.
Here.
No, yeah, Aquarius,
2019.
like females. So I can see that. I can see that. Like Meg's an Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
She look like she just give really like she suck a mean dick.
Mhm.
Like she,
Yes.
like,
She puts in that work. She look- she
look
put in
like,
that
and then
work.
she looked like her riding game is on
On
top.
point,
Like,
yes.
just because she
That
like,
bitch could ride on a waterbed and be
Okay.
fine, okay?
Yeah, I feel like she do 360s on the dick and everything. It's just like I would love to be a
Listen,
fly.
when
in
you
the
got
wall and
length,
watch.
Keep it a buck though, CR. Does riding feel more good for the woman or for you?
I think for me, that's my
Really?
favorite. I love being on
That's
the
your
bottom.
favorite?
Hell yeah.
Most men don't agree with that.
For
They-
real?
That's why I
I've heard
asked.
many
That's why
men
I
talk
asked.
about they do that stupid like rocking shit. It's like nigga, it's not for you, it's for me.
I love.
I'm trying to get me off. Fuck you.
But that's the thing, though, right? I am the type that I get turned on when the female's getting turned on. Like I love pleasuring the woman. Like I love eating pussy. Like that's my favorite thing. Finding the clit is my
not a
favorite
lot like
thing.
you,
Conscious
bro.
rap.
Rare.
It's not a lot like
Like I be robbing my girl. I be
But
like, come here, what
Cass
you
Fact
doing?
said, Cass Fact, you gotta be wary about you niggas like who like just want to eat the pussy. Like, let me just eat the pussy one last time. It's just like, what's wrong with you? Have some self-respect, King.
No, but hold on. What's that song? Did y'all hear that song on Sarah's new album, The Mood?
No.
Like we don't want to fuck all the time. Like women get offended sometimes when like we're not in the mood and they are. So yeah, I'll eat your pussy and I'll go to sleep. Like I'll get you off and I'll leave you alone for the
I've
rest of
done
the night.
that.
Yeah.
If she, because sometimes she might not feel like having sex. Like I have no problem.
Us.
Oh,
Sometimes,
us-
like, I've
oh,
had
I
like I've
always
had
feel like
like
having
my
sex.
ex. Like sometimes sometimes my ex would want to fuck.
Like,
Sometimes my ex would want to fuck and I wouldn't, and I would just get her off and I would just be like, yo, I'm good. Like
but why wouldn't you want to fuck her?
I want to fuck her, but just there's certain times and
Your physical
vibes
type?
you got to be in the mood. Like if I'm not in my bag, then I ain't gonna get you off. Like I gotta be like
Hold
we gotta
up.
be in
so
sync.
you always gotta be in your bag to get it popping.
No,
Like,
but I always satisfy her first, and then I'll be cool without being satisfied in a second because I could, you know,
no,
I could
but
take
she
care of that
said,
myself.
Like she want to fuck you. You was just say you just said if I'm not in my bag.
It's all about vibe. Don't you gotta fuck a
Yeah, I don't always be in the mood.
Yeah, don't you gotta be
I
in
really
the
don't
vibe?
be in the mood sometimes.
Say okay, but it ain't come off like that just now. It's
That's
just,
what I said. I didn't say. I said maybe said too many words, but I said that. Like,
You could've said-
if I'm not in the mood, then I'm not gonna be in my bag. You're not gonna really be fully satisfied. Like
Sometimes I feel
Agreed.
like I'm an addict because the only time I'm not in the mood is like after we done had mad sex.
Yeah.
Like that's the only time I'm just like,
I'm good now.
let's watch some
but you never just be
TV.
having days.
There's times of days where I'm
You
just
never just be
like,
chilling,
Nah,
like,
like, I don't
like you
know.
just don't want to do shit. Like,
Yeah.
So,
I
you
don't
had a
have
long
them
week.
days,
For me,
yo.
those are the days where I
had
just
them
don't
days.
feel like being touched.
Yeah.
Like I don't want you to. I don't want to cuddle. I don't want you to rub my back. I don't want you to physically touch me at all. Like we can kick it in the same space. You stay on that side of the couch. I'm gonna stay over here.
Is that
But I
usually
don't. I
during your
don't want
PMS
to
cycle?
feel another. Huh?
I want to
Oh,
finish the
heck
movie
yeah,
on
girl.
Netflix. I want to Netflix and chill. I want to finish what we're watching on Netflix. I don't want to just cut it off.
Yeah, it's be mad interesting. Like, bro, why are you? Can you back up, please?
Y'all
Like,
niggas
can't you
seen
see that
Ozark?
this nigga's about to
Actually
die?
Yo.
Multitask.
I had to
can
learn that though
fucking
because
watch
I have
movies.
such a high sex drive that I had to learn with certain people, like certain females, like when they really not in the mood, and I had to respect that. But there's been many times where I had to sit there with a hard dick, and I'm saying I had to accept that. So I'd be
Got
like,
to.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'd be like, all right, well, can I at least eat your pussy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does something for me. I have an oral fixation, so it's just like I need to do it.
People from I met a
It
girl
feels
from
calming.
Jersey with the oral fixation, and she definitely has an oral fixation. It was just like, oh, really? It could
Always
be a
down with
Jersey
jerking off.
thing.
If shit
be a
ain't going,
Jersey
if
thing.
shit ain't going my way,
had to
always down,
to
like,
resort to that. Yeah.
always down. Like X videos ain't never disappoint. X videos always in the mood.
Yeah,
So, but is this
that's-
something-
that's
If I'm not in my
side.
bag,
I like that better
X
than
videos
porn,
is in the
yeah.
mood.
I've actually-
TastyBlacks.com.
Yeah, it's on my.
Oh,
Black.
Tasty Black. Oh,
Yeah,
Black.
that's a vibe.
Oh.
Or, okay. Do y'all
You
fuck
can't
with-
be going on Pornhub all the time. It's
Yeah, that's
Cause
oversaturated.
you gotta
generic.
pay
I feel
for the
like
good
porn
shit.
is generic.
I ain't paying Pornhub, bro.
No.
What's y'all preferred porn choices?
I do X videos.
X videos?
Yeah.
I haven't
Coco?
been
Looking
at me.
porn for a while.
I'm looking
now.
at you because you didn't tell me.
I didn't.
Oh, it's a secret.
He's just trying to be nosy. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I feel like the last time we had this conversation, we all said it, but I feel like ever since then, I've been chilling off of porn.
Really? Wow.
I
My
have
imagination
like
is
a,
enough.
It's
Sometimes.
rare that I'm in a porn mood. Like,
Yeah.
That's one of those where it's like I'm not dangerously horny, but like I'm horny. But I don't feel like hitting nobody up. So all I got left is me.
Yeah, you just want to take care of it
When
yourself.
ovulation be coming, you like, yo, I could really get
Not
pregnant
even.
right now if I fuck somebody, so I'm gonna just fuck myself and call it a day.
Am I the only one?
And that's when you're at your horniest.
Yeah, so I'm
Not
just
me.
like, I'm not trying to have nobody's child right now.
Am
so
I the
I'ma
only one
just-
who can get up to a picture? Like,
No, I
can't
can
get
do
off
picture.
to
It gotta be
Yeah,
real
no,
nice,
I
man.
can't do a picture.
I can do
My
picture.
imagination.
My imagination works. Yeah, so
This would be a
like-
great picture, but I can do a picture.
Shit.
sometimes I'd rather use my imagination than watch a video, and then sometimes I'd rather have a video. It depends on how I feel that day.
I have a strange question.
Yeah.
So would you say, I can't say because you're in a relationship, say a shorty you're messing with, would you be okay watching other home videos that she made with previous niggas?
Yeah, I've done that before.
You was a weird nigga.
I've done
I
that
know my
couldn't
current
do it.
dude does that. Like my
done that
partner
before.
does that.
I couldn't.
I
He's
was-
like, I don't give a fuck.
How?
Send
I
it
was
to me.
younger. I was younger, but it's like if you take away the fact that like you talking to her, you just like
No, for him,
Look
he's
at-
like,
look
nah,
at-
I'm watching you. Like, I'm looking at your face. I'm watching how you react. Like, I don't give a fuck about the nigga in the video. I'm like, bro, like,
If
that's
you- if
how
you look
I
at-
like
If
that.
it's a
If you-
friend,
if
if
you
it's
look
a
at-
friend, yeah. But if I'm in a relationship,
No,
nah.
not relationship. Not
Oh,
relationship.
just a
like
situation.
If you,
Yeah,
look,
absolutely.
if you look at, I'm a
Absolutely.
freaking nigga. If you look at it as a,
Absolutely.
like just look at it as just porn, like yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't give a fuck who it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how many years ago it was.
We literally like had this argument. Like, I shit you not, like 4 nights ago. He was like, yo, I thought you said you had nothing left in the vault. I was like, nothing else I want to send you. He's like, what's that supposed to mean? I was like, it's like old like home videos of me and my ex. He was like, okay, it's not the first time you sent me shit. And I'm like, bro, like
That nigga
first of
horny.
all, the video ain't that fire. Let's start there. Second of all, like that, I'm not sending you that. I'll send you clips and different point of views from other shit. But I'm not sending you the full fucking video. He's like, why not?
He wants to direct this cut.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, yo. That nigga's gonna propose to you, so I think that nigga love you, yo.
You see, I've brought this up to
Don't
her. I
listen
feel
to
like
Jeff.
He love
at
you.
some
Have you met him
point-
yet?
Jeff's
Not
an
yet.
instigator.
Okay.
Definitely,
Nah,
definitely
we've like
but I feel like he
been in
really
the
like
city at the
you,
same
like-
time, but we never met.
Yeah.
I feel like he really fuck with you, like
We
beyond
have
beyond what
like
it is.
4 years, bro. Like 4 good years, maybe 5 knowing you, but we gonna wait it out because you never know. You really never know. You
Let-
never know.
Let's not put them
Listen.
both on the hot seat like that.
I mean,
you know?
no,
Too
no,
late.
because
It's too
we
late.
legit have this argument all the time. Like it's
Who,
a
you and
discussion.
him
Yeah.
too? And what does he say? Like, y'all just gonna end up getting married?
Like I
Not
mean,
gonna settle for
he
each
said
other?
that, but like right now,
I respect it.
I like to remind him, I was like, you're getting like fun, cool, chill shit. If I put relationship expectations on you, you would hate my ass.
You don't know that.
I've heard that before.
You don't know that.
It's a different
I've heard
dynamic.
that. I've really
Well,
heard
no,
that
because
before.
there's certain
different
shit.
expectations.
There's different expectations, and there's certain shit that like he does that like would not fly if like
If that was
if
your
I
man.
if I,
Okay.
yeah
Okay, that's fair.
that and like
Facts.
like distance future like. Whenever I'm like considering dating somebody, I think of things like how would you raise our kids, like certain shit like
'Cause
that.
that
And, like, there's
matters.
certain like
Yeah.
tendencies he has that I'm not okay. Like his parents brought him up to be like, well, not parents, his dad, football dad. So it's very like tough it out,
Discipline.
suck it up,
Discipline.
that, like,
Yeah.
and I don't want that for my kids. And the fact that you've already stated like this is exactly how you're gonna raise your kids,
Okay.
like I'm not having an argument with you. So we're just never gonna be together.
Got you.
Because I'm not
that's
gonna
valid.
try and fight and train you out of certain tendencies
Right.
when that's
Impossible.
how
That's
you
too
was
much
brought
work.
up.
It's impossible.
That's very mature to have that type of insight, though.
And to have that relationship
need
that
it.
y'all have, that like that connection that you could just openly speak about it and just accept what it is. And
Yeah,
that's what it is.
and
Like,
that's one of the things that like I thoroughly enjoy about him most is the fact that like it wasn't always like this from the beginning, but he's been able to like grow with me in that sense to where we've gotten to this place because I've gotten him to understand like it's better to over communicate with me than under communicate. Because when you disappear on me, I swear I blacked on him at the beginning of this year because I did 3 weeks in his state, he did 3 weeks over here. And then he went back home and literally didn't talk to me for a month.
Wow.
And I was like, we've
Yeah.
been attached at the hip for the last 6 weeks. And because you're in a mood, you cut everybody off. You ghosted everybody. I'm not fucking everybody. I was
Right.
checking on you for your own well-being. And all you had to do was, hey, I'm in a mood. I'll check in with you later.
why does he
Are
owe
you-
you that though? Like, I feel like that's like something you owe something you're in a like you're a part. That's your partner. I feel like if y'all are just what it is, like you're not something.
But you said the word. That's my partner. This is
no,
someone
it's like
who...
if that's not your like that's your partner, but like not.
But he is, because you got to think about it. We also talk daily about work shit too. So you can't just drop out on me,
Can't
especially
cut
when
communication
He's
off.
not like
Yeah.
just another nigga. type of ordeal. Like they share a majority of their lives together, so you need to give me that respect. We share our
I'm not
times
saying
all
that
the
we
time.
gotta be on FaceTime every night type shit, but like
But
Let me know what's going on.
Why can't he get the
A
same
whole
respect
month?
where he needs his own time? Like,
But a whole month, my nigga.
but here's the thing. All he had to do was say that to me, and he
That
didn't.
communication.
But why-
It was
why does
literally
he-
out of nowhere.
but
He
why
just
does he-
stopped.
Yes.
Nah,
Why
I
does
agree
he-
with her. Nah, you can't do that. That's
no,
fucked
I
up.
okay. I do that. Like I disconnect. Like, but why do I owe you that? Like, I just don't understand.
I'm not
I don't
saying
think
you
it's
owe
about
it.
respect. It's about
What do you
respect.
mean?
It's like
I'm
how-
not saying you owe it to me per
Got you.
se, but like if you
Disrespect.
fuck with me the way you say you
Yeah.
do,
Why wouldn't
Respect-
you
it's
want
respect.
you'd
to?
want
Exactly.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to, respond to my text and pick up my phone calls?
Because like,
Okay,
last I heard, like after not speaking to me for like 2.5 weeks, you finally respond to one of my text messages. You tell me you're sick. I'm like, all right, cool. Take care of yourself. I'll check back like next week. I check back next week, and you're back to flat out fucking ignoring me. But when you come to New York, he has keys to my apartments. When you come to New York, you got to stay with me, no? So you think that you just gonna cut all communication with me and walk the fuck up in my apartment?
Okay, I'm personalizing it. So when I get into depressive states, I would like to disconnect. I like to heal on my own. So when you're hitting me up constantly, that's made me want to talk to you less. Like,
I wasn't hitting him up constantly. This is me
I'm
like,
not saying you were,
yeah.
but I'm just saying.
So if you're gonna go, because I do the same thing. Like I'll hit him up when I'm in like a depressive state. I'll be like, yo, I'm really not feeling it. Like I'm gonna disappear for a bit. Don't take it personal. But that's me communicating what I'm about to do. Don't just flat out ghost me. Like I don't care when random niggas ghost me. I don't care when the average Joe ghosts me. But like someone who I speak to on a goddamn daily basis, twice a day,
And
every
you
day
still
for the last
consider
like
them a
year and a
friend.
half.
At the end
Yes.
of the day,
Yeah, maybe
you
I'll
still
let back
consider them a
communicate it.
friend.
Yeah.
I hate to sound like this, but that's the situationship. That's not your nigga. They don't owe you nothing.
They don't owe me, but because I've done the same in return to him, and he's blown my shit up. Like, yo, you've never not answered. Like, I've literally gotten text messages from him like, you haven't answered my last 3 calls.
You know we sensitive. Don't do that.
So
He's a Scorpio, but he's more sensitive than I am.
That's why I focus, nigga. I don't even know him. We're right
so
this.
this
We're right
is
here.
my thing with the whole thing. So why fake the funk?
What do you mean?
That's the relationship. Like, get together. Be real about how y'all feel about each other and stop playing games.
I don't want a relationship from him.
So then why act like a girlfriend?
I'm not.
He has keys to your apartment.
Because so the reason behind that, he has family in Long Island. But whenever he does work in
Girl,
no.
It's like
I'm lazy.
sorry. It's one of those, I'm one of those people.
I'm
No
lazy.
matter what you can say to me at this point, the nigga have keys to your house. So it's just like I'm from New
I got
York.
2 other friends in New York who have keys to my apartment.
He got a sock drawer. Don't
He does not.
But this is somebody you're fucking though. So this is what makes it just a little bit more like okay,
Blurred
like,
lines type shit?
Yeah, it's like the
blurred
the
lines to you, but the lines are
blurred.
clear for us.
So yeah, because it's like if you establish
Just
your
because it doesn't make
own
sense to
No,
you.
and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, at what point do we stop playing the game? Because even she says 5 years from now, this is going to be a relationship. This is going to be a marriage. And y'all speak about it. So why not just say we are dating,
Neither
we are
one of
dating
us want it
exclusive-
right now. We've
Right
had
now.
we've had this
Right now.
conversation.
Right now.
Yeah, but right
Keywords.
now,
I don't want a
but
relationship from
even though
anybody right now.
Right now.
right now.
Even
Right
though
now.
right now,
You hear that,
it
dudes?
just still
Show
sounds
'em
like
one
it's a relationship though.
Don't. You said
Like
what?
you do, yeah, both doing all the relationship things without officially calling it a relationship.
I'm not mad at that though, because I
This
think
will make some
I,
comfortable.
when I started this, I called it an open situationship.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at that because, like you said, when you put relationship or you put a label on things, it changes the dynamic.
Pressure.
It changes the
Expectations.
expectations. It changes everything. So I understand why y'all are just good with the way y'all are. You feel me? What works for you is what works for you.
Right.
And I think we're just trying to understand, not like
I'm
really
not trying
come
to do
at
anything.
you.
I'm not coming at him. I'm not trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
playing-
I know.
I'm playing devil's advocate because at the end of the day, it's just like I
And
am
people,
very
I've
much
had this
single.
argument with people before. They're like,
But
"That's
to
your name." I'm
me-
like, "But no," because at the end of the day, like when we travel together. So our
How old
next,
are you?
I'll be 27 in
And
2
this
months.
is and this is what I always say. There's a gap and a difference between people who are in their 30s and people who are still in their 20s in a sense, and who grew up. I grew up a little differently. So to me, keys, apartments is just like
It sounds like it's more official.
It's
in
like
that
No,
it's like
that's
it's a
because
little
when he
different.
flies in at 6 o'clock in the morning, coming from fucking LAX, I'm not getting out the bed to let
I
you
don't
in.
need
Are
nobody
you-
I'm not.
have
are you
that
fucking other
much
people besides
access
him?
to
Yes.
me.
Okay, so
And he
it's
knows
not,
this.
It's not real then. It's not a relationship then. It's not.
But she said that.
I feel like
No,
they
I-
established their
I know I know
own,
that, but I'm
like,
like,
But just because
We
you're
just
fucking
have our
other
own-
they have
people-
their own rules.
We have our own rules and boundaries.
With every single friend that you have, we're not even gonna get into sexual shit. But every single friend that you have, you don't treat each friend the same way. You
'Cause
have
they're
different
different
relationships.
people,
You have
yes.
some friends you like.
Let
pull
me-
up
let
on
me-
them,
let me
like,
throw
I can
this in
rant to you.
So
Like,
yeah, so
let me-
and that just goes to say like that. I feel like when you ask somebody if they're having sex with other people, that just goes out the window because again, like I just said, I can sit on 5 people's faces before I get home to the person I truly love.
Let me explain this part to you though. When he does, like when he gets to my apartment, he never puts his stuff in my room. He'll sleep on my couch until I invite him into my bedroom.
There's boundaries.
There's boundaries. Like he understands that that's my space. I need my space. So like,
Y'all so cute.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
like
I fuck
he
with
doesn't
that.
he doesn't
I fuck with
because
that.
the
just
first
cute
time he ever
behavior.
stayed over, he stayed. This is like when we actually did try dating. He stayed with me for 5 days. And by day 4.5, I gave him such a net because I walked into my room and he's sitting in my bed, boxers, chilling. Mind you, he told me he had some shit to do in the city, so he wasn't supposed to be there. So I purposefully
a
stayed
surprise.
out. Yeah.
Oh,
So I literally looked at him, rolled my eyes, and left. So like because I needed my own space. Like I can't be up under somebody
It's a
that
real-
consistently.
I get
So
it.
when he does come to New York, like he sleeps on my couch majority of the time.
That was a funny scene.
He's not
though.
in my bed the
That's a
entire
real nigga,
time.
yo.
That's funny. He was chilling on your boxes.
Dog.
His boxes on your bed.
He's like, welcome
you
home.
about eating a bowl of cereal.
Welcome home. And shit.
I literally walked because in my mind I was like, yes, I get my space back. I get to just relax. I opened my
that
room
blew
door
your
and I was
whole
like,
shit.
Can
That
I-
blew your whole
Can I ask this
shit.
though? Because you guys are in the same field, do you like draw inspiration from him, or do you guys like feed off each other's energy? And
We do.
creatively.
yeah.
Okay, and in terms of like I guess following on social media, does that affect your relationship at all? Like, is he like at a higher following or
I
have
am.
more access? Okay, do you think that
'cause
affects him?
He's never been one to really care about following per se, and like he has a bunch of like fire ass like content he's sitting on for a year. He has not posted this one video that's probably my favorite video of his for a year, but he doesn't look at it that way. For him, he's like, I'm trying to get my portfolio right. He's legit a perfectionist. So I'm like, bro, you're selling yourself fucking short by not putting this content out, because if you had, I swear to God, Nike and Adidas would have been in your fucking inbox by now. But you're literally sitting on the shit because you're like, oh, it doesn't fit with what I'm doing. They're like, he's less concerned about social media. He used to have a high following, and then he up and deleted his account out of nowhere. So he started being a dummy. He started over, and since then he's like, whatever following he
So
does
he's a
have is
Scorpio,
like
right?
it's
Say he's a Scorpio.
Yeah.
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 What does that mean? Why'd you ask?
Scorpio men are just
I'm a
It's not
Scorpio
wrong.
moon, so I don't know what that is. But that would like. what's
I'm a
Scorpio
Scorpio moon
traits?
as well.
Really?
You are
Me too.
Scorpio?
no. I don't
Yes.
understand the moon stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
a
me
Leo
neither.
sun,
You know
Scorpio
why I
moon.
feel like
Libra
it's
season is
different with you
lit.
because you're a Leo sun, so that works for you. You
Makes
can be
sense.
it makes sense.
Oh, you
can
a
be
Leo too?
sun and
I'm
a
a Leo.
Scorpio.
You a Leo?
Yeah,
When's your
Leo's
birthday?
on August 3rd.
I'm
Oh,
August
shit.
5th.
I heard you.
Here we go.
We gotta
Connect.
follow each other on
Scorpio
Instagram.
moon too.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
we get that.
Go ahead, connect.
We gotta
Go
follow
ahead.
each other on
Yo.
Instagram now.
I'm so lost.
What's that, baby girl? I'm so
Chill.
lost.
I stop at the Scorpio. I'm a
Black
Scorpio.
Mel?
That's all I got for you.
Listen.
I
You're a
am a
Scorpio?
Libra.
You a
And I'm
Scorpio?
toxic.
Yes.
November, what?
18th.
I'm gonna say some real
Oh,
foul
shit.
shit, but Sanai, please don't be like Shay when you get older. I love you, Shay, but you are hard.
Listen.
What you mean?
I
What
What does that supposed to mean?
I think the biggest thing I do respect about Shay though, like she lets it be known what she wants, type of.
I have
way.
no
like,
problem
there's like
saying
that shit. Fuck.
yeah,
I
she
respect
dead
that.
don't give a fuck. Like she let it be known, like this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and that's it.
There's no
yeah,
budget. Like
yeah.
I've learned that over communicating like my wants has always worked out in my benefit. Cause why am I gonna tiptoe around? Like if I and you get one chance, I'm gonna tell you one time I don't like some shit, and that's your warning shot. Because that's me. I'm already pissed that you did it, but you didn't know, so I can't flip. So the next time you do that shit, I swear to God, I'm flipping the fucking table on you, because your dumbass knew the first time when I told you I don't like this shit. So why do you continue to do it? And then you want to call me crazy
Damn,
when I told you what was going to make me crazy.
Accountability. You knew what was going on. So why you coming at her? What's fuck going on?
But no, I like to just. It's so much easier just being like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. If you can't work with that, then cool.
No, that's
Have you always been
fine.
this way though?
That's
Have you always
fine.
been this expressive?
No.
So what was the shift that made you become this confident and expressive with yourself?
Getting dumped by my ex.
Okay, so not for nothing. I was just sitting here like it's something that happened to this girl, and I'm not trying to be an asshole about it, but it's just like, yo, I think you're great. I always say this to you, I love you. I think you're great, but I just never knew you was this. And I don't want to. I say fuckboy loosely because I'm a fuckboy. You're not a fuckboy. You really are somebody from you're heartbroken.
I wouldn't say all that.
And I want to say I want to say heartbroken, but it's just like, I kind of get it now. Like, okay, like, all right, because you're not.
Not what?
You're not.
Say it with your chest.
I got no problem saying with my chest, no chest, like, but
No chest.
you're not. Shut up, Jeff.
No dead air. No dead air. No dead
I
air.
understand that, no dead air, but you're not. I don't want to say this hard because it's hard is the wrong word.
No, I'm actually so. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you're not.
When
like,
I am willing to give myself over, I'm literally the most submissive and loving, caring person. But you have to get me to that point.
Takes a lot. Apparently.
I'm not gonna offer that out off rip. Like you, not that you have to prove it to me, but I have to be able to rationalize in my mind that you deserve to see. I learned, I think it was a quote that I read somewhere, but like, not everybody deserves to see your entire soul.
and that's
Absolutely.
You're protecting your peace. You're a protector.
So, and I think I say
worthy?
this to say, like, I thought I was like horrible, and then I meet somebody who's 10 times worse than me. Like, I'm a whole bitch. Like the shit people tell me, like the shit that's in my phone right now, the way I get cursed out every day, it just be like, yo, I ain't even do nothing but say, hey, boo.
Can you read something on the air right now?
Coco will tell you my shit is crazy. Like,
Cool, but can you read something on the air right now?
You too in it.
Like
for real,
tweets.
like you
like,
really want to know shit.
I
like,
would do it.
You want to know shit? Oh,
No,
I,
you wouldn't.
I said it already.
No,
like
you would
tweets.
not.
I do have something
What?
I can
I said
read
it
on
already.
the air.
Yo. So because I'm big,
Don't
like
feed
I'm
into
not
his ass.
consistent.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
consistent
I
with
can really put something out there.
I'm
in the
not
air,
consistent
like,
with my text messages, and like I began impressed about that. And I was gonna ask at the beginning of the episode, but I forgot. Do y'all ever get pressed about shit y'all say on this podcast? Like
No, not at all.
Three of y'all.
From like people who know us. Or
Yeah,
just-
like who got your number, who fuck with you, who interested in you. Like, do you get pressed by those people? By those people?
Not necessarily,
No
because
niggas
so
not
far,
listening to
like
I'm the only
my
one.
friend base doesn't really like. They know I'm on certain podcasts, and
Yeah.
like they'll tune in if I tell them to.
Exactly.
But like they don't like listen and then
If
try
people
and like
are not
see
podcast
subtweets
listeners,
and shit.
Don't
they
text
really
me.
don't go
Stop
to the
fucking
pod.
texting
Like
me.
they don't listen to podcasts, and that's one thing I know. But a lot of my friends, they do not listen to podcasts like
Well,
that.
you're lucky.
So I don't really get people coming to me like saying like I do have people who come in my DM and say, "Oh, I love what you said about that," or people who I've met through this podcast. They be, "Oh, I heard your podcast. Like, bitch, you're a little crazy." Like, and I love all of that. That's fine. But no, like, do I get people who check me about the shit I say in the podcast? No, because I'm uncheckable. You can't check me on anything.
Well, I was just saying because like social media is the main medium that we all connect with each other now.
Even on
right?
social
So,
media, like
they see what you post. I mean, you don't post about the.
I said
show.
what I
You do.
said.
Yeah.
I post about the show.
No, you do,
I
you do,
post-
but no, I
post
take that
about
back.
a lot
You
of
do.
things on social media, but
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, we're all adults. And one thing I really do hate if I'm dealing with somebody, do not check me or ask me anything about what you see on social media.
Don't you fucking dare.
Because it's just like,
Don't do
now
it.
never
I
had
may
it happen.
ask you why you like all these niggas post because bitch, you supposed to be gay out here. You out here liking all the real the drug dealer posts. Like, bitch, don't do.
I like what I like.
No, bitch, don't like.
Like I can, like it's like what is
But
it
see-
like even like I'm double tapping. That's it. Like I like what I see.
So am I okay? And I say that because I
Don't
was
check
dating
me.
somebody who I was dating. And it's just like you keep telling me how you don't like men, you don't like men, you don't like men, but everything you like
Idris Elba's
Is
Instagram.
men
is a
related.
nigga, and it's not even Idris Elba. It's not even like famous niggas. It's like these are local street niggas.
Oh, around the block. Oh,
Around the
in
corner.
So it was just like,
case you fuck up, that's where she going.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but just be real about what you want and who you are, and then we could maneuver and work around that.
Do they owe you that though? Do they owe you the honest truth?
If okay, you don't owe to be honest, but it speaks about your character,
Character.
to be
100%.
honest.
But if the
about
situation
certain
presents
things.
itself as a situation where we could just be in and out, or it's not that deep, where we have to connect and like be present with each other.
No,
every time.
bitch, that was.
I don't
my,
owe you that
That
shit.
was my girlfriend. Like,
Oh, then
that
she
was a whole,
cheating.
that was a whole different.
That's
thing.
cheating.
It wasn't cheating. See, I can't say that's cheating. 'Cause I'm not cheating. Is not a deal breaker to me. There's a lot that's a deal breaker. Like, if you don't wash those fucking dishes, I may kill you.
Oh God.
That's
Like,
real.
and that's
That's
just
real.
serious to me because,
I'm scared.
and I only say cheating on different because I'm sorry, I may cheat on your ass. And I don't say this to be a bitch or whatever the case is. It's because my eyes go this way. I like the whole
and your tongue
Tom and Jerry. No, my tongue go this way.
Heard.
I like
Copy.
Don't let him distract you from what you're trying to say. Go ahead.
I do like the whole Tom and Jerry chase. Like this is my. I always say this. I was telling Coco this. Wanty. Then you wanty. Then you don't want it no more. Then you get then you don't want it. So it's just like that's my biggest problem in life. I want, and the minute I touch it, it's just like okay, I'm good.
Just one time is fine with me.
Maybe 5.
I think I feel you on that. We're gonna talk about this after
6 if it's real good.
Yeah.
Is cheating a deal breaker?
Yeah.
Cheating is a deal breaker. And I feel like cheating's only a deal breaker to emotionally manipulative men like Drake.
Like Drake.
Damn, that's
and
real.
And that's fucked up because you compared me to Drake the other day.
No, I compare you to emotionally manipulative men. That's what I compare
Don't
you
do that.
to.
But why though? No, don't say why.
He said don't do that, but tell
after
me
the
why.
podcast. Yeah, don't. Not right now.
But it's just one of those, like, you have those tendencies, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, for me, it's just like, just be real about being a nigga who want to get your dick wet at all times. Like,
because if I know beforehand, I wouldn't consider it cheating.
Right, and that's
I'm willing to give you the pass.
And that's the situation that I had with my girl, right? Because we've been together for almost like 3 years, right? And I'm a very sexual person. Like, I just can't help it. That's really just who I am. So I had to tell her, like, but I'm very loyal too, and I'm very real.
But you're not in an open relationship though.
Like,
You're not in an open relationship.
We do have kind of like an open relationship.
But you want to cheat and put a condom on, right?
How she wants to? Yes, we have rules. I have to have a condom, and she got to be the main bitch. Like she got to be
Boring.
the
But
boss.
there's
You
communication
feel me?
about the limitations of your relationship.
Yeah, it's about communication. But it started with me being honest with myself and living in my truth because I kept asking myself, like, how do I love her, but I want to fuck these other girls? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't I just want to fuck her? You know what I'm saying?
I wish I was in Ciara's position, yo. Like, that's like.
But it comes through honesty
Communicate,
because I was
then,
scared.
Jeff. Communication.
But I was scared to say that shit
I
to
was
her
a bad
because I
communicator.
thought she was just
You
gonna be
thought it
like,
would
you
fuck
know
it up,
what, fuck
Yeah,
you.
I was a bad communicator. I was a bad communicator.
Never take away a woman's choice. The minute we feel like you took away our choice, we have an issue.
where I go ape shit.
And this is where we go ape shit, and then y'all want to label us as crazy. It's not that we're crazy. You took away my choice. If you want to be out there doing whatever you want to do, that's fine.
Then
but
say
let
that.
me say that. Let
Just
me know.
keep it real.
And I hate that when you meet new people and they be like, oh, but you're so this, you're so that. You're talking for 3 weeks. They try to be on their best behavior. It's just like, no. Tell me the real deal. Like, we don't have to do this little game tap dance for 5 weeks. And like, if it's just about getting to the buns.
But hold up. Isn't it like a dice roll? Like, Ciara's been with his girl for a minute. So he took a chance saying that.
Because I was at the point
But he
where
had to.
But
in order
listen,
to
but
be
I was
real.
at that's because I was at a
That
point
was for himself.
I was at a point where I was willing to end
Not
the
for
relationship
nothing. His
before
girlfriend's a
cheating on her.
Virgo.
Yeah.
She knew what the fuck was that.
No,
And
but
she accepts me for who I am because she know I'm nasty and like she accepts me for
Conscious
who I
rat.
am, bro. Because I am. I love
in
it.
the Virgo's
This nigga's
world,
crazy.
nasty rules at all times. Like if you're nasty, like.
But don't connections and like time matter? Like,
But if you're nasty, that's how we got the connection.
I know,
because you can't
but-
be a nasty person without first building that connection. Because you got to be nasty. Like, and this
it
is-
don't
and
take
I
no
always
time.
say-
It don't take no
wait,
time.
I always say this.
It takes
'Cause
no
I always
time
say, if you
sometimes.
meet somebody on the first time y'all doing it and they just like really nasty, run. Because that means they nasty with fucking everybody.
That's true. I get
Like
that.
a build-up,
nasty is
yeah.
a build-up.
I get
You
that.
don't just go meet somebody on a Tuesday, you fuck with them on a Friday, and then you spit in their mouth. Like that,
exactly.
that means they do that to everybody. There's no whole barrels. Like
I don't think
fuck-
that's true.
I
don't
hear
think that's true at all.
I hear where you're coming from, but I don't
I don't
agree
think that's true.
100% because I feel like if I'm attracted to you enough, that's what will allow me to be as nasty as I
Exactly.
want to be. It depends on
And
our
comfort.
I
connection
agree.
and
And
how
connection,
attractive
yeah.
I am to you.
Yeah.
Like if you're sexy as hell, you find me
that's
attractive. we're gonna be
dangerous
nasty.
to me. And in my
But
eyes, that's a little
I
dangerous.
gotta-
I
gotta
disagree
build that
because I
up.
don't
Yeah,
find
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
attractive.
Yeah.
That's why I disagree because I don't find everybody attractive.
Conscious
Not
rat.
everybody's
I
on that
can't
same
be
level.
nasty to everybody I'm attracted
No,
to.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
But
and
there's
I'm not
levels
gonna-
to
I'm
it.
not gonna come
Levels
off
to that
crazy
energy.
with my whole ass like, yo, I'm about to
But
go
so like,
nuts
but you
on
just,
you.
okay, but
Yeah.
you just said if I'm attracted enough to you, but you say okay, so you just said if I'm attracted enough to you, then I could be nasty.
I
to
can be
you.
attracted to you and not have that vibe with you, if that makes
And
sense.
so, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a certain vibe you get, but then again, I'll always say this: if you do meet somebody in the first night, and they're just like, there's nasty and there's overly nasty.
Yeah.
That means like after the 5th round, they trying to remove things or do things. Just like, hold up, like, you're real nasty.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
disregarding what you're saying because it does make sense. But I also feel like, you know what I'm saying, if I find somebody that I'm really attracted to, depending on the level of attraction,
You going all out.
is contingent on the level of nastiness.
It's definitely happened to me where it's
Yeah.
So
like,
if you like meet them on a Tuesday and
well,
like
I
vibing-
think you're thinking like someone like you're just meeting. Like, so there was a guy who I've basically like spoken to. Like, I met him while I was working at Gucci. But we had like, you know, messaged each other here and there on IG and like little shit. But then when it came down to it, he might be my GOAT. I haven't decided yet because there's somebody else who's like a close like second. But it felt like a bomb went off between us. And it was probably like one of the nastiest sessions I've ever had. First time with him. Very first time. Second time was like, I felt like it didn't level up. And this was like months later.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's why it's the worst.
And that's
If
what
it's-
I'm saying,
when you
that's
put all the tricks out the
worst.
first time,
Yeah.
it's like, what
Yeah.
what do you have to measure up
Exactly.
to? Oh, wow.
That means you gotta like.
It wasn't terrible, but like,
I get
It
what
just
you're
didn't
saying.
measure up to
It
the
was like
initial,
that
yeah.
first, because you know what it was, right? I'll tell you from the male's perspective why it was
Wait,
like
okay,
that.
can I ask you-
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
It was because of the novelty. Men are attractive to novelty, so because it was something new and something fresh, that's why I think he went all out that first
Piggyback
time.
off of you, novelty, and how long was the communication before it actually happened? Because sometimes like,
That's a
you can
build-up,
be-
yeah.
Yeah, because there could be a good build up.
That's true too.
what type of communication are you talking about? Because I'm not the type of person. My
So,
partner hates
and-
this. I don't do that whole sexting and all that,
No,
like
no, no,
sexy.
no,
like
no,
I
not like
that
that.
shit does not
So
do
when I
anything
say,
for me,
like,
and I
the
won't do
build
it.
up in communication, it could be just regular small talk, but like y'all have this profound sexual energy when y'all get in a room together, but y'all didn't act on it probably for 5 months.
I mean, I met him while I was working. Did not see him a single time, like over the span of let's say like a year. And then the very
that- it was
next
build up.
time,
It was
I guess like the very next time was when he was
Subliminal.
actually coming
Yeah, it was a
over.
subliminal build up. I'm saying it has to get to something for y'all to explode. Cause it seemed like y'all just got a room and just said, it was just like
I don't know. It was the way I describe him, he's literally me in male form is the problem. So like it was like an automatic, like our whole personalities vibe, everything just like clicked because we are the same person. So
but
that-
yeah, but it didn't happen like within a 3-day span. It happened over a course of a year.
not really. No, because if I pulled up our conversations, like they were real like lukewarm, basic ass shit.
I understand that, but I'm saying that's y'all just have pure sexual energy off of first contact.
I think that's based off the attraction. You guys were
Okay,
really
so that's what I'm trying
attracted
to say.
each
Y'all
other.
was attracted to each other, but y'all still didn't do anything for a whole year.
So that's what caused the sexual tension to build.
Yeah, it
And
was
that's
a build up. That's
and
what
that's
I'm
what
trying
helped
it was a build-
facilitate that great first time. I get what you're saying.
Fireworks.
This nigga comes in here.
Fireworks, so I was,
Let me get some of that Pinot.
Oh, now you want some. Nigga,
Oh,
shit
yeah,
on
because
it.
my red wine's
Finish your
done.
red. You gotta finish
It's
it
already
first.
gone.
Nigga, shit
I'm
on
gonna
it for
mix
the
it.
podcast. Sir, now you want the Pinot.
Mix it.
Shay,
You want some?
No,
I'll sell you.
I respect the dude that shit with, yo. Like, I think you mixing the wines. Hold up.
You
Shut
hear that
up and
ASMR?
talk what you're
You hear that
saying.
he made a rosé.
Yeah. I'm saying.
Do you want to live this life forever? Like, do
No.
You want to get married? Have
I
kids,
want to
and
get
all that
married,
shit?
have kids. Like I'm probably gonna end up in Texas because the houses are just way too good out there.
They have
like,
some nice houses.
I'll meet you
out
down
there.
south.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you have that idea of what you want is good. I mean, you have an idea what you want now. You have an idea what you want in the future. Like,
Right now, I'm okay with how things are.
I feel like
now.
you're still building creatively, right? And like building.
Yeah,
your
She
brand.
has
Like,
other
you don't have
priorities.
time for that. Yeah, you
that
don't.
and like the level of confidence it may or may not take for a man to actually be able to be with me in the industry that I work in, the type of personality I have, the type of men I'm surrounded by. Because it's like you can't be a jealous type and be with me. You really can't.
Can't be insecure.
You can't be insecure at all. One, I will not even entertain that shit because I don't have the patience. But you can't be, why'd he say this or why is he looking at you like that? Nigga, do you see me? Do you see me?
Energy. You hear that?
I wouldn't like. Come on, like
Yeah.
you can't
We seen
can't
you.
be just.
What
Shut up.
he
We
said?
seen you. We seen you. What the fuck? Yo,
We hear you.
we seen her.
This fool.
No, but like I feel like as men, I feel like there's always gonna be some type of male or female who finds your partner attractive. Like you got to be deal with
Always.
that. You got to deal with that.
And you should feel proud,
Yeah,
not
it's a compliment.
honored. Yeah.
That's just
Nah.
a compliment.
not like
Get
scared.
It shouldn't threaten you.
Right?
Oh,
I
you
don't
like
never- I
that?
don't never give a
like
damn.
that.
Because honestly, who's gonna take someone's partner off the street? Like, if it's not some famous nigga with money, or I mean, because there's some women who will indulge in that. You gotta agree with that.
There's some men who want their women to sleep with like more powerful men. Like it's happened on
Wait.
tours where it's like,
Wait,
I'd be
what?
honored if you fucked my girl. Yes, I've heard stories. You forget who I'm around. It's happened on tours.
I do forget who you're around actually.
Yes. Like, dude walked up. He was like, yo, big fan, da da da. This is my shorty. She knows all about you, da da. I'd be honored if you fucked my girl.
Some people are cool. with
Wait,
that.
can you say specifically who they said that to?
It don't matter.
I don't remember
It's
the
on
celebrity
here.
involved. I just know.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about who you.
No. It wasn't my people saying that, but they watched it happen while on
Bitch,
tour
if
with
your
somebody
nigga
else.
just sat here and sold you to another nigga, run. Okay?
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Or
If you ain't running, had to
or
be
you
told,
run,
you
run
already
to that
fucked up.
nigga's arms and you cancel the other nigga because that nigga done lost his
Is that
fucking mind.
consensual
What kind of shit
trafficking?
is that?
Sexual trafficking.
She wanted to though. Like the girl
trafficking.
wanted to as well.
She's nuts.
That's some next.
She's horny as fuck.
Communication.
Yeah, communication. Yes, sir. You can't.
That's all it comes down to. Communication.
I'm not mad at that
Yeah.
because the
I
reason I'm
that.
not mad at that because if it was the other way around, we probably wouldn't have had the same
Like if
perception.
if I'm with my dude
Yeah.
and Meg or Rihanna walks up and says, I want him, babe.
Bye,
So
Shaggy,
you're gonna be
bye.
gone for 3 weeks, okay?
Bye.
I want you to give her the best dick of your life.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you're not hearing from me.
Push
and when you
Babe.
come back,
Bye.
come back. But the goal, like I need you to
And
like
what if he doesn't
get her
come
pregnant or
back?
get married. Like, you stay over there because you leveled up.
What if you don't come back? Like when
Oh,
you
he
said.
gonna
I just
back.
said you stay over there because you leveled up.
Oh, okay.
And I respect that because
I will.
that's just a sign of that you're okay with the other person as long as they're happy.
You can't possess people.
No, and I agree
I
with
think
that 100%.
dudes need to hear that more than women.
But
You
I
think
agree
what?
with that
You think what?
100%.
I think dudes need to hear that.
Yeah, they
more than
think
women.
that they can
She
possess
said that for that reason.
women.
No, I think everybody needs
Niggas
to hear
are
that.
nuts. No, niggas are
And
nuts.
I think people are nuts. It's not.
I think
whether-
people-
No,
yeah,
but
it's
I think
not-
dudes
it's
are
not-
some
think
dudes
it's
like
just
raised off the social media era, like who don't really know how to properly communicate. I think they need to hear that more.
No,
Because I think women are just more, naturally more understanding. They have that natural intuition of who to fuck with, who to fuck with or not.
no, women are naturally stupid too.
Maybe
And
that's my
crazy.
perception of the women I fuck with, but
Not a lot of people.
or the women I know. I feel like y'all are
is.
smart as fuck to know. Like all of y'all are smart as to know who to fuck with or not.
There's a rare
We're
amount of
it's like
women
5% of us.
Yeah, it's
y'all
real
know what
rare.
it is. Like whoever else is, they just
Like
don't get
people
it.
need to have more accountability for themselves and come to terms with who they are and how fucked up they are, and
And
go on with
that's
the-
one thing I've spent like in the 4 years that I've been single, I've internalized a lot and
Yeah.
kind of like dissected myself. I've learned there's certain triggers that I have that I didn't realize were from like past traumas and stuff. So like I'm able to communicate because I've literally broken myself down, rebuilt myself, broke it down again, and I know what works, what doesn't for me. But there's some people where they haven't taken those steps, and then they try and get into these relationships and they don't understand why is she out at this time? That like you're projecting your traumas, your issues onto a whole different person and wondering why it's not sticking. Because you need to be talking in the mirror, sir, not to me.
Facts. I think you definitely need to deal with your internal conflicts before you can ever enter any type of other relationship for real. Because you bring those traumas into the relationship and you displace your anger. You project a lot of, things that you're dealing with yourself into the relationship.
I'm trying.
agree.
I'm trying.
You got this.
Hey man, it starts off with honesty, being honest with
Yeah.
yourself. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I learned through my relationship that I have abandonment issues.
I
You
do
know what I'm
too.
saying? I do. You know
I
what
do
I'm
too.
saying?
That's one of my biggest, like, triggers,
So
abandonment.
that's why I could totally relate to what you were saying when you said dude went away for a month. I would have fucking been killing. You know what I'm saying? I would have pulled up.
If it
like-
wasn't for the fact I would have had to buy a flight to get to him,
Right.
I would
You would have been pulling up. You would have been pulling up. Like
Yes.
I totally get that, and that comes from abandonment.
I bet you I could
issues.
check my phone right now and I probably have a missed call from him because he's gotten into the habit. Like I talked so much shit about it.
Yeah.
He literally has a habit of like I'm just checking on you for today.
Okay.
And we may or may not have a full length conversation,
least you
or
check
like
in.
he'll be like, I'm not in the mood. I'm gonna go back to watch football. All right, cool, peace.
Do you appreciate those check-ins though? Like, do you like genuinely appreciate like?
I love harassing
He gives a
him.
fuck.
I
about
love
you.
harassing him. Like I'll do it and just say some out of pocket shit just to get on his nerves. He's like, yo, why are you bothering me? And I'm like, But you signed up for this though. You been had it out. You're here. I told you when we met you don't want these problems. And what'd you do? You signed up for these fucking problems. So
Relationship.
She Joan Jack that. She said what she said.
not
That's
letting
the
that.
host
said
right
what she
there. That's
said.
the host.
That's the host.
She ain't
That's the
letting
host
that
bar
go.
I'm
right
not
there.
that don't
the
make it
host.
true.
Listen,
I'm not the host.
she
I didn't
said
say,
what
I
she
didn't say the
said.
intro. You the host. Whoever says the intro is the host.
That don't make it true. I mean,
Hush over there with your power
to
struggle.
y'all that might make it a
Exactly.
relationship, but
Coco,
that doesn't necessarily
stop
mean
it,
it applies to
Coco.
us.
Make me stop it.
Wow.
Sips
You ain't
wine.
coming over here.
Do it.
Yeah, sips
Do
wine.
it. Exactly.
Spicy.
Coco laid it down just now.
Coco been shit on me for the past 2 weeks and y'all ain't even notice it. I'm getting offended. I'm getting over it. Coco, I'm coming for you next episode.
Oh,
He gonna
random.
make a
By the
song
way,
about
my,
it.
my
I ain't
gonna
girlfriend
hold my
says she says you remind her of like a Care Bear.
Oh.
She was
Wait,
like Coco
is
Bear.
that a good
We were
thing?
talking about it's a good thing. We were talking about you. We were talking about the show, and then she mentioned you. She's like, I was about to call her Coco Bear, and I was like, yo, she likes nicknames. You can call her Coco
All right,
Bear.
but what did she say
I'll
about
roll
me?
with
What
it.
did she say about me and Lainey? Though?
Not a damn thing about you, Jeff.
Yeah, she was just
Shit.
whatever we were talking about. We were talking about Coco. Well, she did say something about Lainey. Nothing bad though. I said something about you. I was like, yo, y'all both Virgos. Y'all have a lot in common because I said something you said, and she was like, yeah, I would say the same thing. Blah blah blah. And I was just like, yeah, because y'all motherfuckers is Virgos.
But you know it's crazy because the Virgos don't like other Virgos.
Yeah, I know.
But you didn't toss him
I
like,
don't
yo.
like Virgos.
You don't.
I don't like Virgo men.
CR, you didn't toss him like, yo, Jeff's
Uh-huh.
mad cool. Like,
Fuck boy.
Not really.
No.
cool.
You want me to lie? You want me to lie?
I am
Does
not
he-
promoting
Jeff's mic in a
anything
second.
that you do, CR.
Because
ever
I didn't
again.
talk to my girlfriend about you.
He could have been like, yo, what about Jeff?
She knows about you, Jeff.
Like y'all from the whole same
No,
place.
he's not joking.
He's not joking. He's the petty
Oh
podcast.
my god.
Exactly.
I'm joking. I don't give a fuck.
You're a Scorpio. We don't
Now
joke.
he gonna get mad.
I'm a Libra.
Leave it
Oh.
alone.
I'm a
He is Scorpio moon.
Now
Wait,
do
wait,
you
wait.
see-
Hold on.
now
Don't
do
do
you
that.
see-
Stop it.
Nah,
Don't-
Wah,
you
Stop
thought
it.
that was your Scorpio buddy
Stop
for
it.
a long time. No, he's
Yeah.
a whole Libra.
Stop it. What was that face?
You give
for?
me extreme Scorpio vibes.
So thank you. And we was talking about that before when it comes to Jeff.
Shout out
He's
Drake.
a Libra, but he acts like a freaking he tries to hide his Scorpio shit.
Isn't your moon your emotional aspect?
Yeah, so
though?
his
And who you
that
are.
portrays a lot more. That
Can
protrudes
we
out
just
a lot
clarify
more
something
than
right
your
quick?
actual
Can we just
sign.
clarify, like, real quick? Like, I'm
I don't know
not.
the difference.
This isn't. The episode isn't focused on me. We have guests,
All right, my
so
God.
we need to focus on
You
the
know what?
guests.
Listeners
you
know
say
better.
That, yeah, at this
So-
point, you say that so much, like during every episode. Like the episode's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me.
How do I look it
But
up?
then somehow it
wanna
goes
pull up
right
mine.
back to you. My
Somehow,
moon
right?
You want to go back?
Oh, her
to
birth
my
chart.
moon's
She wants to do a
my-
birth
yeah.
chart.
What is your
You want
moon?
your birth chart?
I don't know.
You about to do a reading, right quick?
You know, I had your chart and then I lost
I think-
it.
yeah, we did this the other day.
I had her
What,
chart.
what is that around your neck? I meant to ask you that.
Oh, this is a black onyx and tiger's eye. This
Oh, nice.
literally like breeds lioness vibes.
Ooh,
like,
okay.
That's
what-
dope. As
What Chris do you have
fuck.
on you today?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I always wear. Come on, man. So I have. This may sound creepy or some shit, but I have my dog's ashes. In
That's
this
not creepy
shit.
at all.
Oh, Sammy.
That's so cool.
And I have an amethyst, and this is shit I bought from the mall. That I just fucking.
That's
like.
not creepy at all. I have my dog tattooed on my thigh.
Yeah, like.
What's your dog's name?
I fucking vented this shit about when my dog died. Like that shit was really. That shit really hurt, yo.
We
like
know. We know.
it
It's
still
another
hurt.
spirit. It's another spirit.
Yeah.
What kind? What's your dog's name, Shay?
Axel. Well, that's why he vented me because my dog died when I moved here.
Aw.
Actually, wear shorts this time. Wait.
If you're,
That's a
if
whole
you're listening
dog.
right now, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's nice.
But on YouTube, you could probably see this.
wolf, but this is him.
Yeah.
No, that's fire. I didn't even know it was a dog. That's
I would go crazy if my shout out to Coco. His birthday is October 6th. My baby's gonna be 7 years old,
Aw.
and that is my homie. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you know like I don't show him too much because he has a weight issue right now. And I be hate when people come in my DMs. Oh, your dog is so fat. I be like, yo,
He's a
yo,
little hefty.
He's hefty. Yo, who said that? That was you?
Me.
My good friend talked to me. He called him hefty. And I be like, yo, leave my fucking.
Yo, you know what I just realized?
me.
You know what I just realized? I'm a venter. Like I be venting like all the time.
You just
You
realized.
said you were a Libra, right?
Yeah.
Y'all be
Yo, I think this is the first
I be
time I saw
venting.
CR. Eyes go like mine.
Oh, for real? You just
Rolling
peeped
his
that
eyes
whole
away.
I
shit.
just peeped it. I saw the white.
You know what it is, yo? You know what it is? Like I don't have siblings. I'm not really that.
You have only child syndrome. We know.
Can I finish what I was
I'm sorry,
Like,
my bad.
I don't like vent to my family, so like I be coming to y'all, and I feel like y'all be receptive to it, but I feel like y'all be judging me at a certain time.
No judging, no judging.
I think you
I
take
just
us
just
giving
tell you when
our
to snap
opinions.
the fuck out of it.
I think
Okay.
you take us giving
I don't know what
giving
the
you
fuck all
our
that means.
opinions as judging. you.
I've vented to everyone in this room except for you, so I'm about to vent to you before this night's over.
Bring it in.
I got some shit going on.
What's up?
Not
am I?
now, but it's not. Again, this episode is not about me. We have
not
guests.
about
That's
you.
adorable.
But he
What
brings
is-
it back
what does
to
it
him
mean?
every
So,
chance he
okay,
gets.
real quick, everybody.
sorry?
You know, I'm not going to put everything out there.
Coco,
because
we about to
I would never
fight,
want-
yo.
Yes, we will. Meet me outside.
I'm going to
Coco.
do Shay's. So Shay's a Scorpio sun, a Virgo moon.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's what she.
That's
yeah,
so
Virgo
funny.
moon,
That's
Virgo,
why you don't like
Virgo.
Virgos.
Yeah.
That's so
You
I'm
funny.
a
don't
Virgo
like
moon.
who's with
That's
you.
why she don't
Yeah.
That's not
Emotional
why
sign.
she don't like Virgos, because she's a Venus in Capricorn. And I think
What does
that
that
is
mean?
so funny to find out because so I love Capricorns. Capricorn is all earth. So it seems like you're a water and earth, which is like a whole fucking fuck show in the sense of emotions.
Because it clashes.
Because it clashes. So as much as you try to be emotional, you can't because your earth kind of
Big
knocks
facts.
you out. And for you to be for your Venus to be a Capricorn, this is why you view love the way you view love, because love can't come into everything is set. Like Capricorn is very like very grounded. It's the leader of the earth signs, and they're about their dollar. And the dollar is the like money is my only language when it comes to Capricorn. So if you're a Capricorn and being Venus, I find that to be totes adorbs. Totes adorbs because it kind of it gives you the full picture of Shay, and I hate to because I'm not gonna say that that's because I hate to put all your shit out there because people are really vampires when it comes to the
Yo,
shit they will
people
try to
be
use this
really
against
putting
you.
their whole charts out here. I'm like, what are you
And
doing?
never put your whole chart out
don't
there
do
because
that.
it's just like so that you leave yourself substitute to attack. But that oh my God, Shay, you're a Virgo moon. That's another reason why you because Virgos are very critical.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and it's just like we don't miss a beat, and you can't bullshit us.
That's complete facts.
I've tried.
Yeah, and it don't work with you at all. I shut you down every chance
I
get.
might not speak on it, but I'm definitely big on the peep game and keep it moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm not coming to you receipts, none of that. Like I will literally peep game and adjust how I act around you, and until you ask me directly what's going on, like I'm not gonna explain it to you.
So, this is the time of the show where we like to do the. Jeff, go ahead.
It's that time
Don't
already?
sleep.
It's that
Get off
time.
your phone.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's that time already.
busy.
Don't
It's that
sleep.
time.
So we have a segment on this podcast it's called "Don't Sleep," where we present to our audience certain things to sleep on. It could be something as simple as the shirt you're wearing, or your content, or your Instagram, or something deeper than that. And I wasn't ready. Actually, no, I have a "Don't Sleep." Man, this podcast is really it's really changed my life. It's really gotten the state that this podcast is in is never what I had on my vision board, never what I expected. And I think it's because my mind was always in the destination before my body. Like the destination that we're in now, like the state that we're in now, my mind was always there, but my body wasn't, and my body's just now catching up. And I think my don't sleep is just constantly like visualize and speak where you want to be into existence. Just say it every night before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, like just say that shit out loud, say that shit in your head, and just believe that shit and just work. Work is definitely most important. You can't just say that shit in your head and just don't work, you know what I mean? So you just believe in yourself, believe in your vision, believe in your art, and you'll make it, because we have some opportunities coming our way that I never thought we would be. I thought we would be in, but not as soon as 2019 currently right now. And I'm just forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for these three. This show is in a better space than I ever could have imagined, and it's definitely all thanks to you three and myself as well. And
She laughing about something personal. Go ahead,
whatever.
go ahead, Jeff.
And
go ahead.
so just again, just acknowledge the fact that your mind will reach the destination before your body, and just work and stay consistent, because you'll get there eventually, and you'll be in a space of peace and happiness like I am currently with this show in my life. And don't sleep. CR, Coco, Laney, do you have anything people should
What you
sleep
got, Sierra?
I would say definitely don't sleep on the people who love you. Like, I had a revelation today when I was on my way back from DC, and I was leaving my aunt's house, and her sister, my other aunt, when I was leaving, she was just like, I was getting myself together. I had said bye and everything, and she was just like, you sure you got money to get back home? Like, you good? You need anything? And it might seem like something small for some people, but for me, I don't take those things for granted because, for one, I'm an only child, and I've been living on my own since I was 18. So I've never had anybody ask me that before. So when she asked me that, I was just like, wow, you really care about me. Like, and I have money. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Shout out to Auntie.
Yeah, so it was just like, don't sleep on people who really care about you, because, like, that's something I need whenever I go down there. Like, my cousins, they run to the door when I come through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to know that you mean something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a low point in my life where I felt like, you know, nobody cared about me. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a point in time where I didn't care if I lived or died. I wasn't suicidal, but I didn't care. Like, I was just doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. And, you know, I'm just realizing how many people really care about me. So just don't sleep on the people who love you, and just, you know, reciprocate that love, and, you know, don't take it for granted.
I'll piggyback off that. Basically, I was just going to say, don't sleep on, you know, letting people know that's close to you that you appreciate them. That, you know, we take for granted, just like, you know, CR said, those little things when people, you know, reach out, check up on you, and make sure you reciprocate that, because, you know, you could really make a difference in how somebody else is feeling. A lot of times we're always focused on how we feel, and we're caught up in our own drama and our own feelings and shit. And you have people that reach out, and sometimes you maybe not think twice because you're in the midst of something. But, you know, when you come out of it, you know, as soon as you do, just make sure, you know, you reach out and express that appreciation of those that you have around you, because, you know, you never know when you'll need them.
Yeah.
Lainey, a.k.a. Young Banana Pudding, a.k.a. Sister Snack, do you have anything people shouldn't sleep on this week?
Okay, so I'm just going to read what had me laugh during Jeff's talk. Do not sleep on Cass Facts. I don't know why this man makes me laugh so much, but I laugh so much reading the shit that he says. It's like, first of all, who is giving you the secrets to the woman's mind, you motherfucker? But today, it was just like, good evening, ladies. If a nigga ever did 3 to 5 positions in like 9 minutes, your pussy is sensational. You're not embarrassing me, ma. Switch.
Facts. That's really why we
That's
switched.
why I was laughing.
That's really why we switched.
I'm not embarrassing
That's
myself,
really
bro.
why we
I'm not
switched.
embarrassing myself. All right.
On God. I was like, yo, that's so relatable.
I did
like, hold
not know. I did not.
Like, that's exactly why we
That's
switched.
reassuring.
Yes. It's like,
I
thank
just
you.
read that
It's a
in the
good
killer
strategy,
play.
though.
Thanks,
It's a good
management.
strategy.
Thanks.
Do either of y'all have something people shouldn't sleep on this week?
You want to go shit?
No, you go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you were so quiet. Speak, girl.
I mean, all right. If I would say one thing is honor your tribe. Gratitude is a must. Don't sleep on gratitude ever. There's not a lot of people out here, you know, giving thanks to the universe, giving thanks to whatever position that they're in, giving thanks to the fact that they have a roof over their head, that they have at least $3 on their Metro card that can get them home, and
Preach,
give
bitch.
love to you. Like we always saying, like, give love to your tribe. Like, there is nothing in this world that you can do alone. There's, you know, certain battles that you go through yourself, but to move as a unit and move and pay homage to the unit that you have, it reflects a lot on your journey and can make you skyrocket during your journey. So yeah, man, like gratitude is a definite must, always and forever for the rest of your life, and pay homage to your tribe always.
Facts.
Last but certainly not least.
Shay Millie.
I was debating a couple in my head. I'll say I speak from personal experience, but don't sleep on the strength of your friends, meaning just because you know that friend is insanely strong doesn't mean you need to constantly dump all of your negative energy onto them, because there's only so much I can carry while trying to help you out and then going through my own personal shit, because I'm not the type to talk. I don't talk when I go through shit. I just try and get it done, get it handled. So if you're just, this happened to me, I'm upset about it, and you're literally just like dumping everything onto me, you don't realize you're sending me into a tailspin, because I was already spinning before you even came to me. So that would be my one. And then the other one I was gonna say was just don't sleep on Black women. Like, we get cut out of a lot of opportunities, doors, windows. Like, just uplift us for once in your life. Like, truly uplift.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm kind of mad Lainey threw the don't sleep in as soon as like I wanted to talk about like what do y'all think about that Trump impeachment shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Oh yeah,
about
no,
that.
we got the finger
Another
twice
time.
now.
We're done.
Another
All
time.
right.
Wrap it up.
So yeah, if you enjoyed this, shout out where people can find y'all. People can follow y'all on social media, all that shit.
Yo, Jalisa the Lion is here. Follow me on Instagram. My personal Instagram is at LESSAMONTYY, or you can follow me on my business Instagram at LMStudioCO. Watch me.
I can be found on every platform under the same name, Shay Mills, CHEYMILLZ. I keep the same energy across all platforms. So if you find my Twitter, I'm not sorry.
Tag your photographer too.
Please, for the love of God.
Tag your creative, or we're gonna come for you.
Conscious Rap, shout out your new single coming out.
Word, Cinderella is dropping. Pre-orders are available right now for Google Play and Amazon Music. It's officially going to be dropping October 11th, the same day as Gemini Man featuring Will Smith. Random fact, but I am a huge Will Smith fan. So
It's not random, we know that.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff. So just make sure you click the link in my bio and you pre-order Cinderella. Follow me at CR_908. Follow my record label at JOTF_records.
What about the showcase?
Oh, yeah. That's going to be happening November 2nd. It's going to be happening November 2nd. That's a Saturday at the Movement Space in Elizabeth on Union Street. Shout out to DJ Drewski and Hot 97 for providing such a great spot for us to throw our showcase. If you're an artist and you're interested in being in the show, hit me up at CR_908. We can talk. We got slots open. Only 4 slots of 10 are open. We're trying to lock this shit down. It's going to be crazy. Hit me.
Word. And if you enjoyed this episode, like wherever you're listening at, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, wherever, like leave a review because them shits. I mean, I saw a few reviews, but y'all was coming at me personally.
You got a
So
hairy.
if y'all want to keep doing that,
Jeff got a hairy.
I'm gonna come at you on the next episode when I see it. Okay?
That was one of
So
the
do that
comments.
shit.
You gonna be calling niggas out?
So if you
personal.
want to
Oh,
leave a review
shit.
or it be positive, negative, like do that, and we appreciate it either way. I mean, I don't appreciate the negative shit, but
I love it.
because I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Introverted Intuition. If you want to potentially come on the show as a guest, email us at introvertedpod@yahoo.com. Don't send us your music because I won't fucking listen.
You said last time you would, so
I
Exactly.
did say that. But I don't want to fucking, like, whatever.
enough. Cut,
You
cut his
can't,
mic.
you can't keep sending mixed
Cut his
messages.
mic. Cut his mic.
God damn it,
Thank
Thank you
Jeff.
guys.
I need
God
to
damn it.
I need to
So
become a
much.
better communicator. And thank you for
Thank
listening.
you.
Good night.
Stop
Bye.